All right. Good morning, everybody. Sorry for the last minute delay. Was noticing some serious lag issues on my end that were not there when I tested last night. So had to fiddle with some game settings to make sure that that would work. Welcome. So as promised, as said, we will be doing the Diablo IV Lord of Hatred expansion. I'm going to be doing a new character. We're going to be doing the whole expansion, mainly just so I can play some Diablo and so that I can rant and rave about both the good and the bad that I like about the story and everything. Weird nostalgia-based sentiment. I missed the jungle opening to the game where you started the game seeing the ancient gates in the jungle. I can see that, but they always, it doesn't surprise me that they're doing thematic backgrounds. I suppose the only weird thing is that the background is only paladin related. But we're going to be diving in with the Warlock. I have looked up nothing about the story of the expansion pack. I've looked up nothing about the Warlock's mechanics. We're just going to play for the shits and giggles because I feel like it. We'll go with a dude. Give me one that doesn't have a nose ring. I do not spend much time on the customization in this because we're going to be wearing heavy armor throughout most of the game anyways. The background for the character screen depends on the class. Ah, okay. And as I said, I do want to go through the whole story, just mainly because I want to actually commentate on things that happen. Seasonal, yep. We need a name. He looks like he slits his wrist. I mean, they're the Warlock. Are you really surprised, Lord Brownbear? Are you really surprised? Dude literally summons demons from hell to fight other demons from hell. Dude is edgy incarnate. Dude has fucking, like, glass embedded in his shoulder. Like, I'm not surprised. I don't know. We need a name. We need a name. And I don't trust... Blizzard has never had good random name generation. The Necromancer is more edgy. I will not name him that. No, Lord Brownbear. No. And I'm not saying it either, because you got me with that one. I think you've gotten me with that one twice. I refuse. You will not get me a third time. I refuse. Yeah, I know. Laugh it up. You already got me twice with that one. You're not getting me a third time. We'll just go with Sylvan. It's nice and simple. I thought of maybe coming up with something, but no. All right, normal difficulty. We're just going to dive in. I want to see how this works, and I want to rename him Staunton, but not a simp.
Sanctuary was never meant for humankind. It was forged as a refuge from the war between the high heavens and the burning hells.
Yeah, and how well did that work out for everybody?
Instead, it became a new battleground in this eternal conflict. A secretive group called the Haradrim has kept mortals safe.
Yeah, what's their track record on that?
But now this once
Sorry. There is a lot of this stuff where the story where it's just like, if you know Diablo's like lore, it's still kind of bullshit that the game's even like, oh, we can totally survive. It's like, we're getting our asses kicked, my dude. What are you talking about?
This is the story of their downfall.
Also, the Haradrim can only have so many downfalls. Blizzard, come on, come up with a different story. Kind of the charm of the Diablo setting. I know. But it's one of those things where it's like, when you know it, you see it everywhere. And then it's weird to have a narrator talking to you about it. You're like, yes, it's Diablo. That's why we're here. I know. I'm mainly hoping they put some dialogue changes for the Warlock because, for one thing, the Warlock should not be responding to any demons with any kind of surprise. Huh, it just occurred to me, is that supposed to be Prava? I think that statue's supposed to be from Prava, or whatever the fuck her name is. And then it ate the horse. In this area, yeah, it would be Prava, or some significant saint of the order. I mean, I'd imagine it's Prava because Inarius kind of speed ran refounding a religion, so as soon as he had one, like, figurehead, he just kind of ran with it. playing Diablo 2 right now as a druid. Oh, you'd get along with Tenwin. Tenwin, isn't your main for Diablo 4 druid as well? Then we froze to death in a cave. Game over. The end. I mean, in all honesty, if you're barely surviving while it's sunny out, you're not going to have a good time once the sun goes down and dealing with this cold. And there we go. Gameplay begin. I have a storm build running Cataclysm as an ultimate. I have a ring that makes the ultimate.
Better shelter before I freeze.
Okay, okay. Okay, so he does, what is he using? A wand? No, dagger and relic skull. Okay, so similar to the necromancer starting gear. We have wrath and dominance used to summon demons. Regenerates slowly over time. Okay, okay. Hello, Mr. Warg. Shank. Shank. Ah, there we go. Diablo. In the end, it really hasn't changed that much, has it? Boing. Honestly, the Warlock isn't doing too bad for being a scrawny bitch in the middle of a wasteland. Just slitting the throats of these wargs with no problems. Huh. And we arrive in the town of Neves. You'd think that.
Everywhere. Fangs in the dark.
Whatever my lightning storm spell credits, my cooldown for the ultimate reduces. Infinite ultimate infinitely keep casting lightning storm. Infinitely, meaning I generally have moments where I see no enemies on my screen. You know, last I saw Diablo 3, they used much higher numbers. No, well, that's because we're on normal difficulty, Lord Bamber. Trust me, I've played Torment difficulty. You start dealing damage in the tens of millions, and that is what it takes to kill things. Trust me. The numbers didn't go anywhere. They're on a curve like all RPG, action RPGs are.
What's it to you?
Oswin, hush! I'm sorry, Wanderer. You've come at a difficult time. This madman just stumbled into town and started causing trouble.
Demons spilling from the ruins. Kill us all. Kill us all.
Ruins? What is he talking about?
Come, I'll explain.
It's refreshing to go from D3 to D4. The atmosphere difference is amazing. I mean, part of that is just largely the story problem. Is just the Nephilim were interesting from a story building perspective, but then they didn't do anything with them, and then they made everything past that awkward.
Even a holy man like him was driven mad by whatever he saw.
The woods around here are dangerous.
Well, we can't afford any money. We don't have any money. But
I have remedies if you...
Fire's looking good, but I should watch it a little longer to make sure it doesn't go out.
If Devmir's taking up all the space by the fire, just give him a shove.
What's that? You say something?
I'm sorry, it's a bit cramped.
It's better than a cave.
Okay, slightly different voice delivery. What could you tell me about the people
Alenta
here?
went a bit deaf last winter.
More about the
might need
tone.
to
D3 is a
speak
very
up
silly
around her.
tone with surface level grit. Agreed. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. And part of that, again, is because they tried to do the whole Nephilim thing, which I don't necessarily think is wrong. The idea of humanity coming into their own and their own power is an interesting story bit. But they tried to speed run it in Diablo 3, and that made pretty much everything story-wise a problem.
Nothing special about our little town, but it's home. We'll do what we can for him. Might have to keep him in the shed for now, though. He tried to bite off Osman's fingers.
All right, well, enough talking about that. It isn't safe.
Could you protect us from whatever is out there? We have nowhere else to turn.
Yeah, I thought I felt a presence around here. If it's coming from the ruins, I suppose I should take a look.
Wait. I like that delivery. Because it's implying like the Warlock's like, oh no, I know there's demons around here. But if I say anything about it, people might think that I'm weird. I hope they I hope they keep that tone. That would be so hilarious. The Warlock constantly just being like, yeah, demons. Who could have seen that coming? Right? Oh my good lord. Okay, they radically Okay, they radically changed how all of this shit looks. Chainfire Mech Warrior, welcome. Don't worry, Mech Warrior will be back later this week, but we're also doing Diablo content. Holy mother of God, they really changed up how this works. So what have we got for our basic skills? We have Demonology, Abyss, Occult, Hellfire Occult, and Summoning Demonology. Okay, so basic Demonology is a form of damage, Summoning is obviously summoning, and then we have Hellfire and the Abyss. Burst a sigil upon your enemies, hexing them. Increases Abyss skill, damage taken by enemies. Okay. Stacks up to 3 times, based on missing life. Okay. I hope the Warlock is the most sarcastic and sassy. Nobody knows more about demons than us to keep them at bay. Sure, I'm sure you know how to. Well, I want it to be a combination of like underlying sarcasm and also like, yeah, no, you guys totally know a lot about demons. I don't know anything. Yeah, no, please don't look too closely at my equipment. No, please stay away. I want him to just constantly be a little on edge around everybody. Like, just a little bit. Okay, so what do we want as our basic skill? I mean, my first thought is always molten fire. I want everything to go on fire. But then I need to know like what other skills we have here. Bombardment, Umbral Chains, Dread Claws. Oh, I like Dread Claw. Maybe we'll go with Abyss. Doom. We could get Doom and then Dread Claws. And then what do we have down here? Nether Step, Dark Prison, Tyrant's Grasp. What's this? Oh, okay, and they do have some ones that change the design style. Summon a demonic head for 7 seconds that breathes fire on enemies. Okay. Rampage. Sigil of Chaos. Grants you volatility. Randomly empowers Hellfire skills when you attack with them. Empowered skills to... Ooh. I like that too. Create a subversive ritual for 10 seconds that hexes enemies. Killing 8 enemies or demons within fuels the ritual to send forth shadowy trails. For 8 seconds, the periodic grant you 1 stack of shadow form. Okay. How does shadow form work? And then we just have straight up transform into a demon. Which I've got a feeling that is very much... So some of these Warlock skills do feel like they're mirrors of the Paladin skills. So Paladin has Arbiter form, which is basically an angel, and Warlock has Metamorphosis, which transforms you into a demon. Generates dominance, increases maximum life by 20%, and demonology skill damage by 30%. Oh, but it doesn't, so it only really works with your summon abilities. Interesting. Oh, ha ha. Ha ha ha. Apocalypse. Cooldown 66.6 seconds. I see what you did there, Blizzard. I see what you did there. I don't know. Let's go. We'll go with my with my gut feeling. Let's go with Molten Bomb. Let's start lobbing fire at people.
A warm heart.
Oh, you poor thing. Traveling in this.
I'll go to my way to lower the cooldown to fuck with you. I wonder if imagine if there was an achievement, get Apocalypse's cooldown down to 6.66 seconds or something like that. It'd be stupid. Okay, so this is a short. All right. It's a little. I like the little purple elements in it. That's kind of cool. Like, I guess that fits. You're generating wrath when you cast it. What is the range on this? Okay, it's a bit further than I thought. It's a bit further than I thought. Weird that it didn't really go that far when I first did that. Wow. I love how literally the first item we get is already meant to be like, I hope that blood glass stuff that we're seeing on some of the items and the customization holds up, because I like that look. Hello. Get mortared. Get mortared. Get mortared. Pretty basic, pretty basic. I suppose that we do have the advantage. We could just swap between them to see how they work. Increases their damage. Let's see what Doom looks like. Let's see what Doom looks like. There's no reason not to try them out. Ooh, actually. Okay, actually, I like that. Very Eldritch Blast. I do wonder how many D&D 5th edition nerds were on the Blizzard staff. That is a satisfying sound. Yes, it is. How short ranged is it though? Oh no. Oh no, it is fairly short range. It's not quite a melee skill, but it's sure as shit not a long range skill. That's for damn sure. Give me. Nope. Just sell those later. Hello, I am here to fight demons. Hello, demons. Oh, it has penetration. Oh, okay, that's good. Fallen rats. Oh, okay, yeah, he knows. Okay, they are playing the Warlock as the Warlock knows more than what other people know. I like that. I like that. That's actually really good. That's a good way to do it. Okay, I like Doom. What does Doom eventually get? Hold on. Doom deals 1% increased damage to enemies for each second they have been hexed. So that's good for bosses. Doom generates 1 wrath every 2 seconds for each hexed enemy. So this is good for generating a lot of resources. Casting Doom against a vulnerable or weakened or slowed enemy assimilates the effect, causing Doom to apply these effects for 3 seconds. Oh, which allows you to spread them. Okay. Casting Doom echoes 10% of its damage to all nearby hexed enemies. Okay. And then what? Whenever you kill a hexed enemy, Doom spreads the hex to another enemy and deals damage to them. Okay. Or Doom is cast at range on the ground, leaving behind a mark that tethers your primary target and hexes enemies within for 6 seconds. So that turns it into a proper ranged attack. Doom becomes a Hellfire skill, and your hex is applied with maximum stacks for 15 seconds, but you can only have 1 hex target at a time. So this will probably be good for later in the game when you have to focus fire single targets. When hex expires or is removed, Doom deals 67 or 175% damage, split among all enemies in the area. Okay. Eviscerating an enemy instantly damages them for 20% of their total bleeding life, and then applies bleeding damage over 12 seconds. All right, let's try this Hellion Stake. Ooh. Okay. It's a bit further range than Doom. Not quite as far as the Hellfire ability, though. I like it. Does it penetrate? No, that's the downside. It does not. It only hits the enemy target, so it's not quite as efficient as the other one. It is faster. Admittedly, it doesn't do as much damage. Ow! Stop it! Stop shooting. Is it a chance to bleed? Oh, it's only a chance to bleed. But that is a very powerful. Okay, so it does. Oh wait, no, it does penetrate. It's just only at very short range. Okay. Ooh. Oh yeah. Okay, the whole blood glass thing is. It looks like that's going to be a very common thing with the Warlock sets. A very common. That does give us access to this. Burst forth 4 shadowy claws, each dealing damage. Bombardment. Smash down 4 demons into the ground, dealing damage. Hell Fracture. Summon the fires of hell to fracture the ground, dealing 31 damage to enemies in the area. Fractures remain for 15 seconds and explode up to 2 more times when you cast Hell Fractures again. Blazing Scream. Send forth the Demon Skull. Humble Chains. Okay, so that deals damage over time as well. Has an increase 40% chance again. Oh, okay, so the Eviscerate would do a lot more. Yeah, the Eviscerate deals 10 times the amount of damage that the actual Sting does. That does not actually increase its chance. When you strike an eviscerated enemy with Hellion Sting, you are fortified for your life. Okay, that's actually a good effect. 50% increased damage to enemies for 3 seconds after you strike them with it. Okay. Increases Wrath regeneration. Okay. Launches a wave of spikes forward, dealing additional damage per hit. Becomes a Hellfire skill, and its 4th attack transforms you into a demon form, cleaving a wide area for 60. Okay. There's a lot of choices here. Summon a fallen lunatic that targets your enemy and explodes. Ooh. So many choices. Interesting that pretty much all of these have... Okay, so yeah, there's a Hellfire version of almost every single skill so far. Like, they're really pushing the fire for the Warlock. Can it burn enemies like how the Sorcerer's Fire does? Or explosive enemies remain near it, dealing fire damage. Is now also a Demonology summon skill. It creates a turret demon that spits lava at surrounding enemies. You can have up to 6 turrets active at once. Okay. Depending on how far it travels. Has a 15% chance to knock enemies down. Okay. There's a lot of choices here. There's a lot of choices here. I'm gonna be honest, so far I like Doom the best, just from a feel perspective. So if we're gonna go down the Abyss skills, I guess we'll start with Dread Claws. Let's see how that goes. Let's see how that looks. Ooh. A little hard to aim, but I like it. Right, I gotta move closer for that. Alright, good damage. Decent AoE. It's a little hard to aim, but it hits everything around you, so... More armor. Alright. Cannot wait to be moving faster. That is perhaps the greatest downside of Diablo IV in the early game, is how slow you fucking move. Okay, for some reason I couldn't move. Why? Go. Hello, I am here to cleanse your demonic infestation. Please ignore the demonic energy seeping off of my very skin. Ah, but it also hits stuff to the side of you. That's actually really nice. So yeah, it's a little hard to aim the center of the attack, but the fact that it hits slightly to the left and right of you is actually great for crowd control. Like it. Folio club. More damage. More damage. Take it. We're in the early game. We need all the help we can get. Ah, but it doesn't hit directly behind you. That's good. Zap, zap. Yeah, this has a very, like, D&D Warlock Eldritch Blast kind of feel to it. Like, just... I cast Magic Gun. Not, and to be fair, that is not a bad thing. No. Goodbye. Ooh. Oh, I like that. So when you use an Abyss skill like that, it just strips the bodies bare. I do like that Diablo IV has included a lot of that, where bodies burn or disintegrate or all sorts of things. Goodbye. Welcome to the boss room. Anything over here? Nope. top myself off and refill. Yep. All right, I know how this song and dance goes. I have played through the campaign for the base game and the first expansion like twice, so I am well aware of the story beats. Decapitated priest. Oh no. Like my Warlock would give a shit about that. Okay, damage is looking good. To be fair, we're basically getting a free... get back here. Yeah, honestly, good combination of first skills. And down he goes. Gimme, gimme, gimme. All right. That is... Oh, that is a one-handed axe. Okay. I thought it was a two-handed axe. Okay, okay. So wait, are we... Wait. Doesn't it usually say what... Critical strike. Oh, wait, did they change? Huh. So are we supposed to be going for willpower? Because I'm seeing willpower drop on a lot of our stuff. Interesting. Would that make Warlock the first willpower-based class? Huh. Oh, decapitated priest. Well, I better not be here when someone finds it or I'm in trouble. Yeah, exactly. Like, ah, shit, not again. Okay, so they're having you move along the chart a lot faster, but they're gatekeeping the secondary upgrades a lot more. Interesting. So what do we have next? These are defensive skills. Wall of Agony summons 5 frenzied demons into a line. The demons block enemies and flail wildly, dealing damage to those in front of them. Tortured Wretch. Summon a tortured demon on your enemies, dealing 26 dealing damage and taunting them to attack it for 5 seconds. Oh, that's pretty good. Nether Step. Step through the shadows of hell to emerge at a target location, getting 4 stacks of shadow form, as well as 50% increased movement speed, which decays over 4 seconds. Shadow form grants unhindered, and any movement grants stealth but consumes stacks, can hold up to 6 stacks. Okay, but how does that work? It has a 12-second cooldown and it lasts for 4 seconds. So, create a shadowy tome for 8 seconds that chains enemies, tethering them to an area, preventing them from escaping. I mean, I want to use some summon abilities because it just feels right. I mean, we're playing a Warlock. Let's try the Tortured Wretch. Summons a tortured demon on enemies, dealing damage and taunting them to attack it for 5 seconds. Okay. Because when we get to a high enough level, I can change that into an Abyss skill, so if we get other things that stack with the Abyss damage that we're doing with Doom and Dreadclaws, that'll work together.
You've returned.
Unlocks a new look on salvage. Okay, so we're going to want to hold on to that, but we can sell everything else. Yo. Yes, I have returned. I have saved your village.
The old ruins are clear. Your town should be safe now.
Truly. Ha! By the light, you are heaven sent. Oh, I'm so sorry. We haven't any coin to offer. But we have hot stew, good company, and...
Stay for a pint.
Wash out the taste of the stew.
We'd be honored if you'd join us.
Well, these people seem nice. Let's party.
To our savior.
I will give Diablo IV credit for this opening because it's actually quite good. See, isn't it so nice? We're just hanging out with the townsfolk. Damn, this beer do be hitting hard, don't it? Man, this beer be hitting hard. Oh, shit. Remember, Tenwin, Lord Brownbear hasn't seen the story for Diablo 4, so no spoilers. We didn't even drug it yet. He really is just that lightweight. That would be fun. I'm headcanoning that now with the Warlock. I'm headcanoning it that now with the Warlock. The Warlock tasted the poison in it and was like, I've had worse. But after a few beers, he legitimately passed out because he can't handle his alcohol. Is that they tried drugging my drink like 12 times. Your druid is probably the opposite. They just, eventually they realized the poison wasn't working, so they just got him so drunk that he passed out. I saw my corpse, and from my mouth called hatred, and a father burned his children upon the pyre. I wasn't able to read the whole of that, but it's the stupid prophecy that Inarius is acting under. I saw the weak made strong, a pack of lambs feasting on wolves. Tears of blood rained on a desert jewel, and the way to hell was toward the sun. Then came the spear of light, piercing hatred's heart, and he who was bound in chains was set free. The prophecy of Wrath. We went through 20 kegs of ale, for freak's sake. We don't have to bring out the vodka. The poison refuses to work. I think it was a local delicacy bottle. He downed the whole bottle of the drug on his own. It didn't feel a thing. Bloody druids. Now you're making me think that there needs to be a headcanon for how each of the classes ended up getting stuck in here.
By
Spicy.
mother's blood, by mother's body, so shall you witness her glory.
And this is us being infected with demonic blood.
You die.
But now I'm imagining like a unique circumstance for each of the classes getting caught. And I'm imagining the paladin is a case of the alcohol and poison didn't affect him, but the stew was so bad he got food poisoning and passed out. Hello, Mr. Bitey Man. Thank you for saving me.
They're coming! The whole damned village! Get up! Get up! We have to fight our way out! There! Take them! May the light preserve us.
Yeah, about that. I'm gonna be summoning a demon.
All of you!
Well, it certainly distracted them.
You are blessed like us now.
That was all of them. Light willing.
To kill. Oh, here he goes. Ooh, yeah, the Warlock look is already starting to come together. Oh god, I just realized I've got my text over there. Oh, hold on. Should I switch over to the? Should I switch over to this one? It covers the hotbar, but the real question is, does it cover the? No, it covers the subtitles.
After I returned from the ruins, just like you.
Annoying.
I came to my wits and escaped. Tried to get inside the chapel, but it was locked and...
Blah. And now we're throwing up. The stew really was bad.
What manner of evil is this? Petals? Of blood?
They must have fed them to me.
A blasphemous ritual. How did they learn this? Perhaps the answer lies in the chapel. They kept it locked up for a reason.
Oh, I needed to pop.
The key
there
might be on that woman who was leading them.
Something about a snowy start like this, heavy snowfall, perfect dark atmosphere. It isn't done often enough. I mean, I feel like it's done enough. It is not often seen in video games, though. It's basically the snow version of "'Twas a dark and stormy night." All right, chapel key. Yeah, a hero's reward. Dark Souls should try the snowy start more. That would be interesting. We kind of get that in the beginning of the second DLC for Dark Souls 2. Ooh. Right, I forgot they put the redux of the Tristram theme in here. You can hear it. Bra. Bra.
Blood petals. Like the ones I was fed. Is this real?
I believe we get a cutscene here. It's been a while since I played the beginning of the story. Ah, yes. Cinematic is good. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's Blizzard. I don't think they've ever fucked up a cinematic, like a proper cinematic. I don't mean animation, I mean thematic and tone. Well, no, I agree. Like, even when they're just doing thematic and tone, Blizzard usually doesn't miss on their cinematics. They're usually pretty good about it.
Shameful. Our Father has granted you a path to salvation. And yet, you stray from it at every opportunity. You drink and gamble. You covet and steal. Shameful.
Need a Blizzard cinematic of a goblin woman from Booty. No, Lord Brown Bear.
Sin is their birthright.
And don't worry, Lord Brown Bear, you're about to meet Lilith. I think you'll be fine without your big booty goblin lady.
My children. The lords of hell are coming to devour our world. Salvation lies not in the light, but in you. The faith has taught you to deny your heart's desire.
Queen of the Succubi, you know her game is strong. She seduced an angel, for God's sakes. Yeah, her game is strong. No shit.
Break the chains and discover who you were meant to be. Break the chains and be beautiful in sin.
Oh, I see. We're going to have Tenwin simping today rather than Lord Brown Bear.
Resist! Resist her temptation! Vani, it's me. I brought your child into this world.
Yeah, but then you spent the entire rest of your life berating them and taking control of their lives. Like, he's clear-minded, a bit of a harsh man, but well-intentioned. Yeah, that's sort of the problem with most of Inarius' followers is that, well, unfortunately, they're following Inarius' lead, and Inarius is a dumbass. Is this whole convent did resist and just jump? Oh, she would have torn them apart in a heartbeat. And she would have torn them apart in a heartbeat. It wouldn't have even been... She would have blinked and they would be gone.
Go to the dry steps and continue your preparations. Now, our true work begins.
You came to thank the light.
What were you even doing
for
here?
the town priest. He stopped sending tithes, and I came to find out why. As I neared the village, I sensed darkness around the ruins. I went to investigate. Found the priest's body. Demons. Foolishly, I took shelter in Nevesk and ate their food. You know the rest. You collapsed inside. I thought the darkness had swallowed you. I dragged you here and put this cursed place to the torch. What happened to you in there?
I saw a vision. A horned demon. She said the lords of hell are coming.
Considering it took you all 2 minutes, that would make sense. Yeah, no. Lilith wasn't even trying there.
She called them her children, and they welcomed her like...
What's we playing today? We're playing Diablo IV with the new expansion, Dweller. I decided I would go ahead and give the new Warlock class a try and, you know, give all that, just mainly talking about it. I played through the original story of Diablo IV already on my own outside of stream, but, you know, just playing it for the fun of it.
He knows of the Forbidden. He might be useful to us. Bring him to the cathedral in Kyovashad, and you will be in the light's favor.
Is that what we're calling it now? The light's favor? You have more... Oh, who is the mother?
Do not call her that. It is a demon, Lilith. The gospel says that she will walk among the people, posing as the mother of sanctuary.
I mean, she is, but...
Is here. It is humankind's own sin that has brought her.
And who is the hermit?
He surrounds himself with dark knowledge. Tread carefully, and pray he has not fallen to Lilith as well.
Oh, shush. He's a Haradrim. Shut up. Lilith, the ex of Inarius. It was a bad breakup. That's putting it mildly. That's putting it mildly. When even Mephisto, who wanted to kill his daughter for creating Sanctuary, decides, yeah, no, Inarius, you fucked up so badly, I'm content with fucking you over for the next few millennia. Yeah, no, it was bad. It was bad. Some, same isometric. I don't think I've played Diablo since 2 was new. Isometric point and click. Yeah, I've got it set to a WASD control just because that's easier to control the abilities. But yes, that goat died. Goodbye. All right, where am I going again? Oh, I kind of don't like that it keeps... Like, if I start a new campaign, I would rather it actually keep the map hidden. Well, we know this isn't to scale, because I'm pretty sure Skovos is supposed to be, like, out in the middle of the ocean. But, eh. It was also completely Inarius' fault, even if Lilith never really loved him to start with. There's some implication, at least in this game, that she had come to care for him at least somewhat. But it was absolutely Inarius' fault. Sure, except for the whole, don't forget, Lilith did eventually start going like, hey, wait, the humans are actually really powerful. We could totally turn this into an army. And Inarius was like, that sounds like a really stupid idea. But then Inarius decided to compound that stupidity with his own, which was twice as bad. No one comes out of the original story looking good. It's just Inarius comes out looking the worst. Zap, zap. I killed the deer. Gold. More gold. Give me. Never say no to gold. Yeah, that's a little hard to aim. Nobody in the Diablo universe came out looking good, except maybe Deckard Cain. I don't know, the Diablo 2 Necromancer apparently went his entire life just fine, because the implication is that he's the master of the Diablo 3 Necromancer, who in turn was the master of the Diablo 4 Necromancer, so apparently they're doing just fine, at least until we find out what happened to Rathma, but, you know, that's a whole separate thing. Lord knows they're doing better than most of the other ones. I don't think Rathma was his fault. No. I'm not saying it was his fault. I'm saying we did... When you find out that your prophet god has just, you know, died... I will admit, I've played through that section with a Necromancer, and it's a little disappointing that the Necromancer has no response to finding out that the literal founder of their religion is dead. The immortal demigod who founded the way of the priests of Rathma, who built the entire school of necromancy. Yeah, he's just dead. Give me that. Crafting materials, get those for later. How funny is it to say Inarius did nothing wrong in a form? Not really, because no one's defending Inarius. It's not like Magnus, where you'll get legitimate Thousand Sons people defending it and trying to rationalize things. Inarius is just an idiot. Inarius is just an idiot. He was originally a well-intentioned idiot, and then he just became a full-blown retard. I do love doing the Tardula Stronghold in Skoskelen, the Druid headquarters. There's some fun Druid comments. I bet there is. I would certainly hope so. Hello, creepy hermit man. Whatever is brewing here smells awful. Healer's tools, freshly used. Herbs, mushrooms, and organs, not for cooking.
What are you hiding back here?
And then the secret room. Coated in dried blood. Is this intended to catch a beast or a human?
Short fangs. Young. Freshly turned. An easy kill. Further south than the others. They're spreading.
Inarius is dumb and foolish. I can't imagine what Imperius said when he found out. If I recall correctly, Imperius didn't say anything. He just turned Inarius over to Mephisto and basically said, look, if you treat this as us not breaking the treaty, we'll treat it as you not breaking the treaty. And Mephisto was like, done deal. I'm going to go torture Inarius for the next 6,000 years. I do feel sorry for Lorath. Like, dude was the original person that Tyrion brought in to help refound the Haradrim, only to watch the entire organization fall to pieces again.
If you're going to trespass into my home, rifle through my things, then at least have the decency to join me for supper. I'm bloody hungry.
I imagine my Warlock probably knows how to gut and skin a carcass, so he could probably help with the deer. You really think Grandiose and high off his ass Imperius did not go on a full-on rant when he heard about what Inarius did? You forget, though, Imperius' whole thing is that he treats the angels way better than he treats anybody else. He was more just sad at what happened with Inarius.
Thank those friendly villagers. They gave you the blood.
Want some McDonald's?
The blood of a demon.
Not just any demon. The daughter of hatred. The mother of sanctuary. She was banished ages ago. But this world is her creation. It was prophesied she would come back.
What does she want?
Oh, come on, Warlock, you know.
That's the question.
She wants to take control of the world.
Trapped amid the eternal conflict. A war between angels and demons. But Lilith serves neither side. She has her own
she serves
plans
neither
for
side
us.
now.
And me.
Find the place where Lilith was summoned into this world. It's an amazing dungeon. Yeah, I've been there. I've
Not
been there.
sure yet. But you two share a connection. What will you do about it?
Use it. Find out what she's after.
Good. Then we're in this together. Rest while you can. Then we'll start in Kiovashad. If we can't stop Lilith, we'll all be damned.
That is true. That is true. Did I get another... Oh, right. I do need to check. What are these season... What's the season reliquaries today? What do they have? Okay, fancy golden portal. All right. Fancy celestial knife. Sword, spear. Gold horse. Okay. Nothing really that fancy. Or nothing really that interesting, honestly. Greek theme because of Skovos. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I can kind of see it. I can kind of see it. Marble and gold and... Okay, yeah, I can kind of see it. I can definitely kind of see it. What does the armor set look like? Ooh, I do want that for my paladin stuff. Hold on. Go ahead and unlock that right now. I've got plenty of these stupid favor tokens. Thank you. Now, what do the armor sets look like? Oh, okay, yeah, I see what they were going for. I see what they were going for. Greek, like Macedonian, Roman, like stylized armor. It's not bad. Do they have one for the Necromancer yet? Or not Necromancer, Warlock. Yeah, they do, but they're doing the whole stupid shit where they don't wear anything around their midriff. Mixed with standard fantasy armor. Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. Personally, if it was me, I would have moved the giant hair crests to the back so it was like wings, because having them on the helmet just looks absolutely dumb. Like, yeah, no, I would have put those on the back of the armor, because having them on the helmet just looks stupid. Yes, like the winged hussars. That's who you're thinking of, Tenwin. Okay, I do like that. That is cool. That I do like. That is a cool look. Oh. Hallowed Ancient. Oh, and you'd have to get all of the reliquaries to get that one. But it does look cool. I could imagine that. See, in the white and gold, it looks like a holy set, but you could easily recolor this to like black and red, and it would be a very demonic looking set. Still not going to be spending any money on this if I can avoid it. No, thank you. A word for that is something that rhymes with raggedy. Choker of Penance. Slight discomfort keeps one girded against impurity. Sure. All right. Oh, that was what I wanted to check. Right. Okay, so we're not capable of getting the higher level skills yet, but we do have access to these. Why is it saying that I have access to these when I don't? Doesn't matter. Whatever. Doom deals 1% increased damage to enemies for each second they've been hexed. Doom generates 1 wrath every 2 seconds for each hexed enemy. All right, so obviously we're just probably going to want that because we can't get these just yet. Oh, so if you delay using the Dread Claws, you get a damage boost. Ooh. And cost reduction. Ooh, I like this. This is a good combination. Ah, okay, okay. Let's go with just the increased damage. Let's just go with the increased damage. I can't guarantee that I'm not going to take the Doomfire ritual version, because if that looks cool, if that keeps the cool look and appearance of Doom, but adds a fire effect, I'm probably going to do it. All right. Out into the snow once more. What is this? Odd assortment of empty bottles reeking of strong spirits. Oh, right. Lorith is an alcoholic. I forgot about that. Again, I'm not surprised that he is.
This close to the city.
Stop hitting.
Evil is spreading.
Yep. I do like that. You can see... They make good use of some of the perspectives in this game by letting you like look out into other areas while you're traveling. It's a nice touch. Get fucked. Get zapped. No. You do not get to get. Slice and dice, slice and dice. No, stop reviving them. You dick. There we go.
Never thought I'd live to see all this.
Okay. There we go. Relic skull. I mean, that's not really a skull, but okay. Increase critical hit chance. Fine. Oh, slain villager. Defaced statue. May the light of Inarius, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, no. Alcoholism in Sanctuary must be close to 90%. Probably. Wouldn't surprise me. Ah, nah.
The angel Inarius. I'm sure you've heard the Cathedral of Light babbling about their Holy Father. Well, he's real. An angel walks among us.
And he's a dick.
And when he learns that Lilith is here, blood will flow. They are ancient enemies. They'll drag the whole damn world into their feud unless we can stop it.
Ah, yes. There are divorce proceedings that are still going on after 6,000 years.
Kyovashad lies just ahead.
Gold. Zap. I especially don't like Inarius because when you really dive into what happened between the events of Diablo 3 and Diablo 4, the Zakarum Church was finally getting its shit together and starting to organize the survivors of humanity, and then Inarius came back and destroyed what was left of Zakarum. It's like, well, fuck. There goes all the work that the Paladin in Diablo 2 and the Crusader in Diablo 3 did got shit canned because Inarius came back and most people went, well, they've got an actual angel on their side, so we're going to listen to them.
To enter the city, you must
We have no
first...
time for this.
What is this about?
To enter Kyovashad, you must perform a cleansing ritual. Meaningless gesture, but some people take comfort in it.
How dare you?
Just let him through, lad. I've tried for years to get Lorath to do the ritual.
Fine, but this one stays.
I'll meet you inside.
Take a piece of holy cedar wood from the shrine.
Reminds me of the beef between Pazuzu and Lamash too, since they used to be married. Not far off. Not far off.
Cast it into the brazier. As the fire burns the wood, so too will the light burn away your sin.
Inscribe nothing but scribbles onto the wood.
Burn away my sin. If they only knew.
I was hoping they'd have something special. I'm glad they included that. I'm really glad they included that.
Good. You must feel as though a great weight has been lifted from you. Welcome to Kyovashad.
Well, give me a moment. I'm going to run to the restroom while the ad's playing. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Burn away my sins if they failed it. Yeah, I want more dialogue like that. I want more dialogue like that. But no, it's like, as someone who mained a Paladin in Diablo 2 and mained a Crusader in Diablo 3, I'm slightly annoyed simply by the fact that Inarius just kind of took all their progress and fucked it over. Like, oh, I'm an angel, I came back. Please ignore the fact that I was in hell for 6,000 years being tortured and my mind has slowly been broken by the Lord of Hatred himself. I'm totally more legit than the church that just helped save the world twice. Admittedly, Zakarum also kind of fucked everything over at the same time, but... Oh, okay, yeah, season rights. I know. We'll deal with that later.
So, what did you write on the little piece of wood? I bet you didn't write anything at all. Wouldn't blame you. Well, it matters little, I suppose.
Now I'm just imagining Lorath also doing a little bit of a wink wink nudge nudge, because like, he's a Haradrim. He would take one look at my blood glass wearing tattooed motherfucker and be like, yeah, no, I know you're not on the up and up. I'm only on the monastery D2, don't know much about what's going on. As long as you don't mind spoilers, we can talk about it.
Steps in search of that pale man from your vision. I must know what part he plays in all this. But first, I need you to retrieve something of mine while I finish.
I suppose that depends. Lord Brember, do you know what happened in Diablo 1?
The city has it. Just tell him I sent you.
Well, this return was prophesized?
Was a prophecy, yes. It foretold the rise of the primevals, the return of Lilith and Inarius, the doom of our world. Inarius adopted the prophecy for his own selfish purposes, put it in the Cathedral of Light's gospel, and made it seem like he would be the hero to save us.
Testament seat. There we go. What were the villagers doing in those ruins?
Sacrificing, summoning demons, honing all the wonderful gifts that Lilith gave them.
Well, we saw how well that worked out for them.
The cathedral loves to go on about him. His imprisonment in hell, his valiant escape, his glorious return here, the world he created. But they never mention how being tortured in hell for a few millennia turned you into an ass.
I mean, he was already a total narcissistic jack-off before he was tortured for 6,000 years.
Tattoos, sway back, cloudy eyes. This poor thing is...
I do still love the Knights Penitent drip, though. The Knights Penitent still look fucking amazing. Diablo 1 was Tristram. I recall the prop being relatively simple. The hero stopped Diablo from what was seen in 2, but he's been possessed and is now wandering the land wreaking havoc. Also, the other heroes are dead or now a problem. So yeah, the events of Diablo 1 and Diablo 2 are essentially all Xanatos speed chess for Diablo. He set everything in motion so that the events of Diablo 3 happened, and he had a shot at destroying heaven. How did he leave hell? He didn't leave. Or rather, he didn't escape. There's a heavy implication Mephisto let him go because he knew Inarius was going to cause problems.
So the old man's finally decided to bite back. Knowing him, he didn't mention coin, did he? If he wants his weapon, you will need to pay.
Just wasn't sure who let him go. It was Mephisto. It was Mephisto. Had to fucking cough there for a second. Yep. While clearly old, its ornate blade has been kept sharpened and polished as though it would be needed again at any moment.
Wait. The old man sold me this too. He said he didn't need it anymore, but I think he'd want it back all the same. No charge.
Well, I don't need anything from you. We can go ahead and break all this down.
Come back if you need work.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know if we can give you a full rundown of everything that happens in Diablo 2 and Diablo 3, Lord Brownbear, but suffice it to say, humanity went through back-to-back-to-back apocalyptic events, and that's how we ended up in the situation we are here in Diablo 4. Because it should be noted that we are sitting on the, what is it? This is the eastern continent of Diablo, of the Diablo universe, of Sanctuary. This place used to be filled with cities. This was the most heavily populated region on the planet in Sanctuary's history. It is now a nearly bombed out shell of a ruin that barely has a handful of settlements holding on. That's how bad it got. I think 10% of humanity survived post Diablo 3. Yes. Yes, the events of Diablo 3 killed off roughly 90% of all of humanity. It did not go well. It did not go well.
Apologies.
He also gave me this amulet. What is it?
The Mark of the Haradrim. An ancient order of scholars and mages, sworn to protect Sanctuary from demons. These days, we are few in number. There is another Haradrim, Donnan. His breadth of knowledge about demons is equal only to his hubris.
Sounds like he could help us.
Yeah, I wonder why the Warlock wouldn't have a problem with that combination.
You should seek him out in Skosglen. But don't forget about the cathedral. They'll be expecting you, and they might prove to be useful allies too.
You're not coming with me.
Wait, you want me to go step inside a church on my own?
Man is. Join me when you can, just be careful. Your ties to Lilith, the visions you see, you are the key to finding her and stopping whatever she has planned.
I mean, Lorith isn't wrong, but we've got a long way to go before we get there.
Sometimes our paths in life are set to collide. We just don't know it. Whether it is by accident or fate's hand, there is nothing we can do about it. The wanderer lost in the storm, fed the blood of Lilith, saved by a lone monk. Different lives and incidents drawn together. By what?
Like, as I said, the Knights Penitent have that drip. Like, they just have that look.
Or some greater power pulling the strings. I did not know. But at the time, I thought I had the chance to protect humanity from the daughter of hatred. The Wanderer's connection to her gave me hope. Imagine that.
Kyovashad is an amazing town, though. Yep. No, great starting town. Great starting town. The Stable Master.
Take one of my steeds, free of charge.
Yeah. That just unlocks traveling. All right, we have side quests to do. We have waypoints to unlock. We have quests to do. Welcome to Diablo IV. Since technically we can do these kind of in any order, but we'll be doing Kyovashad first. Reckoning. And we have another skill point. We cannot get those yet. What do we have here? Every second, gain 20% increased damage for your next Dread Claws up to 100%. Killing them reduces the cost of the next Dread Claws by 10. Let's go with that. Oh, they've introduced more choices. Because it used to be with a lot of these, you could take all of them. Okay. More damage is still probably better. I know that much about Diablo. What do you need?
Yes, well, Bozan has yet to return from delivering our tithing demands to Menestad. Perhaps you could sweep the roads and see what's taking him so long. The cathedral must receive its dues.
And we have another quest. Yeah, as I said, one of the only real downsides in the early game of Diablo 4 is you move so slow. And I don't like using the mount. I don't know, I just don't.
The new militia recruits have been training night and day. They deserve a little praise. But I can't let them see me as soft. Mind giving them a cheer for me? Easy coin for you, a boost of confidence for the recruits, and I get to go on being the hard ass. Everybody wins.
I'll handle it.
Warlock doing menial tasks because we need the experience points. Hello, Mr. Militia guys. How do I do this stupid thing?
Didn't think you had it in you.
I really kind of hate how many quests there are with that. Because it's kind of weird how many quests there are that use the emote system and no one really gives a shit.
Thanks. I hope they don't get used to it.
More dialogue than I'm used to in an ARPG, not gonna lie. I mean, is it? Like, Diablo 2 has some long-winded fucking NPCs on occasion.
Damn cold, isn't it? But at least we are safe.
That,
beyond these walls.
Yeah, I guess we must be using willpower for the most part. Yeah, increase skill damage by 3.5. Okay, so we're using willpower as our main stat. All right. Yeah, I mean, look at these guys. Look at these absolute units. Like, can we also just talk about the fact that all of the Knights Penitent are like 1.5 feet taller than everyone else and built like brick shithouses? Like, look at these guys. Is the most RPG of the Diablo games? Yeah, I'd still argue the skill tree and the way that skills interact in Diablo 2 was a solid contender, but the problem that they were limited there, Tenwin, is that they were still working with the antiquated you only have left and right mouse button to control skills, which severely limited how much you could actually do. Like 4 hours in Diablo 2. Before that, I played stuff like Grim Dawn or Path of Exile. Grim Dawn. Wait, you're complaining about the amount of dialogue, but Grim Dawn has quite a number of chatty NPCs.
Can be sought through penitence and faith. Walk in the light.
And here we have Prava. Fucking Prava, who likes to vacillate between meaningful, well-intentioned authority figure and dumbass on a frickin' dime turn.
Let not temptation lead you from his holy radiance. Let righteousness sear away corruption and sin. Cast out thy darkness, for only light must remain.
Cast out thine darkness, for only light must remain.
My Warlock shifting like...
one from Neves?
Just like, yes, oh please God, I don't need them to notice me. Oh no, they noticed me.
Not accompany you.
He sent me on without him.
Putting faith in that old man was a mistake. What could possibly be of greater
Grim Dawn has some long text boxes, but not a lot of back and forth dialogue or cutscenes. Oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair.
So, you know. We have received word from one of our knights of a demon sighting in Gale Valley. The description matches too closely to the sighting in Neves. If you would travel to Yelesna and take stock of the events there, you would have the gratitude of the Cathedral of Light. I had thought to send Lorath, but...
Again, he fails in his duty.
With or without Lorath, the will of Inarius shall be done.
I feel very split on Prava. I mean, I think that's that's the point. Like, you get why she is the way she is.
I received a report of a potential demon sighting. Horned woman near Yelesna Mines. Performed routine inspection. Nothing yet. Sent in priest and escort of knights. We'll report in when we
They
find
want us to go
something.
down there. We should probably... We do want to do some of the side quests, because there is stuff around here that we want to get handled. Oh, I forget that that town gets a waypoint only after you've finished this whole area. It's kind of annoying. Alright, let's just start on our way. Let's just start on our way. We're very close to a level up, too. But yeah, it's like, the strongholds should be done. Some of them have great plot. Oh, I agree. Also, they tend to unlock... They unlock additional side quests, and they unlock additional dungeons, and they sometimes unlock additional teleportation points. Sightings of a horned woman sent out some knights, dubbed the operation Handlebars. No, I don't think Lilith's horns... I don't think she'd let you touch her horns. I don't think that's gonna work. I don't think that's gonna work, Lord Brown Bear. Side quest. Grab the side quest. Priest Matve says I am ready. I shall leave Margrave at dawn, and the journey shall be long, but my faith is endless. Light, grant me safe passage to the monastery, that I may know your grace within its hallowed halls. I don't even know where that quest is. Oh, Matve. Right. You know what? Yeah, we'll go there first, because I know there's like 6 side quests down there that are good for leveling. At least at this point in the game. But yeah, it's like... Prava's backstory explains perfectly well why she is the way that she is. It's just, she's a cunt. She's also a bit of a cunt throughout most of this game. And there's no getting around that. We're still waiting to get access to that. What is these? Casting the Torture Bridge makes you unstoppable. Torture Bridge cost is reduced by 30%, which is not that bad. It's not that bad. We have that. No, more damage is still better. If that's the case, I think I'm just gonna... We can increase the damage. Yeah, we haven't unlocked anything else yet, have we? That's level 9. What is that gonna get me? Assimilation... echoes 10% of its damage to all nearby hex. So we need something that can inflict hex on an AoE. We don't seem to have that yet. That makes them vulnerable, but it doesn't make them hexed. That does. Okay. But we're not there yet, unfortunately. That increases the damage by 5%. That also increases the damage by 5%, so that doesn't really matter. This is an AoE skill, though, so we may as well put points into that for right now. But yeah, it's like, Prava was literally a woman suffering from, I think it was epileptic seizures, like her entire life. And then Inarius just came down, touched her, and she was completely cured. So it's like, yeah, no, that would work. That would definitely work to get people on your side. But it's also obvious that, like, everything she does in this game is just basically serving as a mouthpiece for Inarius. And everything she does in the expansion is the realization that she can't actually control the church without Inarius. Like, that she just can't. I do like how big that AoE is. Yeah, I like that the abyss spells like disintegrate enemies. That is a nice touch. Goodbye. Be gone. No, you and your stupid stealth. It doesn't matter if you stealth if I hit everything around you. Pew, pew. Bang, bang. Yeah, this is very Eldritch Blast. Like even the emblem for it is making me think of Eldritch Blast. If there was a way to make it a proper ranged attack, that's the only way it would be even more Eldritch Blast coded. Nope, stop. Get blasted. Wandering through the woods. Who will save me? Oh wait, I'm a demon summoner. I don't care. That, distract them. Fortunately, we are still fairly low on damage. Oh, you're a new enemy. Skeleton Guardian. I don't remember seeing anything like that. Give me that heal. Go. I really don't like the Shadow Enchanted enemies that they're allowed to just keep shooting you after they die. Oh, this poor bastard. I do like occasionally trying to see if we can keep these NPCs alive that are just randomly found wandering out here in the wild. Most of the time you can't though, because they'll, especially on the higher difficulties, they just get bodied. If I saw Warlock pincushion my buddies in hiding, I think I'd cut my losses and bail rather than robbing him. Yes, but that means you're smarter than the average dumbass in Diablo, which is not a very high bar. Oh, okay, yeah, we've got a full blow. Okay, we've got a full blow. Why does anyone trust my character when he looks like this? Why would anyone trust him under any circumstances? Oh, there we go. We've almost got magical equipment across the board now. Good. It's a good start. Oh.
Did you walk here too? I will pray for our feet. This pilgrimage has not been kind to them.
Chat's in the way. I know. I can't really, there's nothing I can really do. It's like one way or the other, things are gonna get stuck. And I can't, like, I can zoom in here, but it's still, like, come on, it's still, we have a fucking hood. We've got blood spikes coming out of our arms. We've got pentagrams on our clothing. Like, hold on. There's one around our neck. There's one hanging off of our belt. We've got one, like, tattooed on our chest. There was another one tattooed on our shoulder. Like, how does anyone take us seriously?
But it's nothing that won't heal. I was a fool for trying to get into the old Light's Watch outpost. The place is overrun with fiends.
Fiends, you say?
Wanted to... I believe my mother, Soliana, was stationed there. However, the church keeps everything but its records in the light. There must be something left behind at the outpost by Knights Penitent.
Don't worry. I'll look into it.
I'll look into it and kill everything there, because that's totally what a hero would do, right? I'm just gonna kill everything.
Only that it was once a bastion of the Knights Penitent, the holy order of cathedral knights who patrolled the roads, delivering the light's justice to evil. That is, until they marched away.
Yeah, that's the other thing that's implied, is that the cathedral's supposed to have a much greater presence in Kyovashad, but they're massing all of their forces in preparation for the war against Lilith, so...
See now, Lakthan. Enough is enough. Parathin's soul is marred by sin.
No, he wouldn't go that far.
You know what must be done, Lakthan. If you do not do it, we will...
Do you want me to, like, sit through all the dialogue when we get these side quests, or are you guys fine with me speeding it up?
I will fix this.
What is happening here?
Those were local hunters. They went with my brother Parathin to guide some merchants through the mountain pass.
I like the dialogue, it's cool. I know. Just some of it is a little bland, especially in Act 1.
That cannot be right. He is not very devout, but he wouldn't do something like that. I want to look for him, but the woods are dangerous. Could I perhaps hire you as a bodyguard? Thank you.
See, this is what I mean. It's like, looks at a dude covered in pentagrams and blood. You look trustworthy. I'm gonna hire you as a bodyguard. You people are crazy. My character's the Warlock and he thinks you're crazy.
That troublemaker? No. But let me know if you find him. I have some questions.
Oh, right. Found this on the body of a pilgrim.
I see. So our young
Necromancer
brother
walking around with a
failed
troop
in
of
his
skeletons behind him. You
pilgrimage
look
to the
trustworthy. Okay, but at the same time, Tenwin, necromancy
worse
doesn't
than
have
any
the
of us
same,
have earned.
doesn't have quite the same stigma in Sanctuary as it does in other settings, precisely because the main users of necromancy are the priests of Rathma, and they're about as neutral as you can get alignment-wise.
No, no. Peretan
Compare
does
that
his
to
very best
Warlock
to
blood
avoid me,
magic.
I'm afraid. I should hope he's somewhere praying for his own salvation. We gave up long ago.
Tell that to the church. No, actually, because with the church being founded by Inarius, they had to at least provide a little bit of leeway for Rathma because Rathma is Inarius's kid. At least, I mean, they provided some leeway. Inarius sure as shit didn't, but we'll get to that later.
Yes, darkness is all around us, threatening to close.
We both
in
know he
at
doesn't
any
care.
moment.
Yeah, I know.
It is our struggle to keep it
Well,
at bay, if
the funny thing is, we will eventually get to a cutscene where I do think it shows that deep down he did care. He was just blinded by his narcissism because he absolutely believed that what he was doing was the right call. And once he realizes that it might not have been the right call, that's when he realizes he done fucked up.
help us push back the darkness. You could light it.
We also need to get this open. Doom.
Why? To finally arrest the menace? He went out with those heathen merchants a while back. I haven't seen him since.
Light. I was hoping. The merchants were ambushed at a camp just
There,
before
we
Oh,
the
need
pass.
to do the ritual
We should
brazier.
search there.
We do need to get some of these side quests done just to get some experience and some better loot. The sooner that I can bump the game's difficulty up to hard or penitent, the better, because that will speed up our ability to get through the game. Hello! Goodbye.
I knew he was desperate, but...
Ow. Dick. Oh, wait. I'll just open up this reliquary. Isn't it? It's zapped. Oh, right. I need to... Hold on. Hold on. What am I doing? Inventory. Wardrobe. Pets. No. Herald of Hatred. There we go. We'll do that one. You want the pets out because the pets will pick up all the random loot and gold and shit without you having to actually walk over to it. Interesting creature. They're just pets. They're just pets. They don't have story behind them at all, I don't think.
By the light. This is horrible. Do you see any clues?
Fatal wound appears to have been an arrow to the neck, the handiwork of one of the hunters from Margrave. Thick scars crisscross the skin of his forearm, particular patterns as if drawn intentionally. Merchant's goods have been broken open and thoroughly ransacked. One of the merchants who was with Parathan, anything of value has already been stripped from his body.
I didn't want to believe it, but I've seen those scars before. On
neck.
unsavory types
Who's having
who
a pop
sometimes
it?
met with Parathan. Seems he's truly fallen in with them. I have to find him. I have to bring my keys
Into the cave.
This time. He
Nope.
has strayed so far from the light.
I don't like how, that's the, as I said, the only downside with this is how short-ranged it is. Even the evisceration attack had a longer range. I think we can avoid having to pick up, oh, no, say that, then I pick one up. But I think we can avoid having to pick up white items now because they're largely useless. They're never going to be an upgrade at this point. White, we want magic and rare items from now on.
This must be it. Let's go. I'm ready.
The Dreadclaws are still really good as an AoE weapon, AoE attack though. I do like that. Yeah, like look at our character. Look at him. Look at him. Who trusts this guy? Who trusts this man?
I can overlook my brother's foul deeds no longer.
Like, Lorth is a drunk Haradrim. He doesn't give a shit. Saving the world is saving the world. But everybody else? Nope. Ah, I hate those guys. They turn off your ability to attack. Goodbye. Nope. Nope. Get blasted. Get blasted. Get blasted. Get blasted. Get blasted. I also feel like I need to get an attack speed upgrade with this. Like, if I had a high enough attack speed, the range wouldn't be as bad. No. Yeah, I'm just gonna use all that. Get fucked. Ow. Okay, that's a lot of dudes. Well. Double axe. If I recall correctly, unless you have a class specifically built for two-handed weapons, it's usually better to have two one-handed weapons. Goodbye. Goodbye. I mean, it does penetrate, so I guess I just need to get, I need to get faster. Like, again, it's the same problem that I always have in the early game. Barbarian. There's a few paladin builds that do work with two-handed weapons, but like 80% of them are sword and shield. But there's a few. There's a few. There's also a couple of sorcerer builds that prefer staffs over wands and tomes. But again, not many. I think for sorcerer, it's closer to like 70%. Rather than the paladin's like 85%. Oh, and Spiritborn. Don't forget, Tenwin. Spiritborn's entire thing is their two-handed polearms. But they're like the only one that's, game? What? Oh, okay. Apparently I missed the key. What the fuck? I thought I clicked on the thing to... Oh, now it gives me the ability to interact with it. Fuck you. I'll bet you anything at some point we get disconnected from Blizzard servers and I have to restart the game too. Because that always seems to happen when you're playing Diablo 4 because Blizzard wants to do always online bullshit still. But yeah, Barbarian's the only one that consistently... Barbarian and Spiritborn are the only ones that consistently have two-handed builds pretty much all the time. I don't like any of you. Get zapped. Get slaughtered. My character does not care about your petty morality. He has been hired to do a job. You all get to die. Enjoy burning in hell, my friends. Oh, avoid that. Nope. You need to go next. No. No slowdown effect. Stop it. No. Stop it. There we go. Is that better? No. Willpower is better. Also, my armor is... Wait. No, my armor's already better. I don't need that. We'll just sell it. Or disassemble it. Either way. Hello, good sirs. I wield the power of hell. You might be wondering, what did you do to deserve this? Well, you're a bunch of jackasses. And you make those of us who make an honest living with evil look like idiots. So you all get to die. Every last one of you. If you're going to be evil, be good at it. Not being a petty bitch. That. Alright. What do we have? Oh, good. We have Archfiend skills now. Summon a demonic eye for 15 seconds that focuses upon enemies with a beam that makes them vulnerable and blasts them to deal damage. Recast to direct the eye's targeting. Oh, okay. And what does it eventually do? Profane Sentinel becomes a Hellfire Blast. Attack that transforms you into a demon form, dealing 234% damage and weakening enemies. Weakening is not bad. Summon multiple Profane Sentinels, but can no longer redirect their gaze. They deal 62 damage and fire extra blasts at any nearby stealth enemies. That's actually kind of useful because stealth enemies are annoying. Is locked onto the same enemy the stronger it becomes, dealing 25% more damage every second. Oh, okay. That's pretty good. That said, we can get... Pulls enemies away from you. That could be useful. Infernal Breath summons a demonic head for 7 seconds that breathes fire on enemies. How long is the range on that, though, is the question. Summons a larger demon for 15 seconds that executes hexed enemies. Recast to aim. Instantly kills enemies that fall below certain life. 15% for normal, 5% for elite. Summons an abyssal pit for 10 seconds that consumes non-elite enemies, dealing 350% damage, knocking them down and hiding them in stealth. Not sure I like any of these. We might go with, yeah, we might just go with Profane Sentinel and work our way up to Demonic Sight. Increased damage, but blast radius is reduced. Beam area is larger. Deals more damage when it only hits a single target. Casting Profane Sentinel induces your lesser demon skills to make enemies vulnerable for 5 seconds. Which one's the lesser demon skills? Is that this one? No, that's core skills. What are lesser demon skills? Ah. Oh, it's actually tagged. Oh, greater demon, lesser demon, greater demon. Oh, okay, so that's how that works. All right, good to know. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Let's see how this works. I have a new spell I want to test. Ooh, it's ugly, I like it. And it literally just... Does it just stay? Oh no, it does, okay, 15 seconds, 15 seconds. Regenerates slowly over time. Okay. I like that. It's zapped. And yes, it does have AoE, so casting it, like, right as the enemy comes through a choke point is actually quite good. Is there anybody over here? Yes, there is. There we go. Thank you. Is that better? That is a lot of resources. Like, usually, at this point in the game, as long as it's a higher item level, it really doesn't matter what you equip. We don't even have any rare items yet.
Perifan, damn it! Where are you?
What's up, buddy? I'm just gonna do this. You need to get shot. So now I'm casting Eldritch Smite, or Eldritch Blast, and my summon is casting Eldritch Blast, basically. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna unleash the demonic gat upon people. Constantly shoot them with magic bullets.
Look them. What have you done? How could you have fallen so far? Margrave demands justice, brother. I need justice. They told me it would be clean. Lift a few purses and send them on their way. Nobody was supposed to get hurt. I didn't kill anyone. I ran, and they punished me for it. You must believe me. You'll never convince the others. We can't return to Margrave. Can you walk? Look them. These are old smuggler tunnels, right? We'll follow them south, somewhere no one knows us. Start over. Thank you for your help. He's an idiot, but he's blood. I can't just... Can I trust you not to tell anyone where we've gone?
Lucky for you, I don't exactly feel very kind to the authorities around here, so no, I won't tell anyone. Alright, get me the hell out of here. This is one of the best things they ever put in this game, is the ability to just teleport out of the dungeon without having to go back to town. So you can just leave the dungeon and go right back to doing shit. It's nice. Without having to deal with all this bullshit. Oh, hello, Mr. Paladin. Where am I going again? Yeah, we can do that side quest later. It's fine. Be gone. Oh, there's an event out here. What kind of event? Oh. What is this? Slay the enemies? Oh, we can do that. Oh, he's going hammer dead. I see that. Enemies. Come on. Ah, we are bandits. We make horrible noises that, and I've never understood how there's so goddamn many of you. Get blasted, get blasted. I'm shooting you, get blasted. Ah! Hit me with the stupid smoke bomb. Alright, one more wave. Hello, Audi Doomspawn. And now you are dead. And now we get to kill extra enemies. We still get the reward once this is done. Be gone. I hate those stupid fucking smoke bombs. Who's left? Got him. One more wave, one more wave. Run from this land, all of you die. I love how every other class, it kind of feels like, oh, it's a shame that we're killing these people, that it's damning so many of them. And my Warlock's probably just like, well, you get damned to hell, you get damned to hell. I'm going to use your soul as a power source later. Get fucked. This is what you get for accosting the guy who looks like a crazy cultist on the road. You get what you deserve. I was about to say there should be a town up here. Get fucked, nerds. Actually, the great irony of the Warlock of all people saying that. What do you want?
I provide a steady supply of, shall we say, specimens for the clergy nearby. However, their desire for knowledge has become more dangerous to satisfy. I require a host of intact ghoul hearts from the surrounding area. There's something special about the ravenous dead nearby. They can reanimate with only a few drops of blood. I'd venture out and retrieve these myself, but I'm more accustomed to dealing with the fully dead. Your discretion is appreciated, of course, and you will be rewarded.
Compared to wizards, warlocks are less scholars and more sugar babies. I mean, depending on the interpretation, because don't forget, even in D&D, warlocks are noted. Don't forget that baseline warlocks, all of their skills are int-based. Like, it's usually not a case of them not knowing, it's just a case of them not wanting to use that knowledge to learn spellcraft. They'd rather use it to learn other things, like crazy rituals and shit. Why is it saying... Why was it saying that I have... Oh, I unlocked this. Casting Doom against a vulnerable, weakened, or slowed enemy assimilates the effect, allowing Doom to apply it. Casting Doom echoes 10% of its damage to nearby hexed enemies. Let's go with that. I do believe, yeah, it keeps track of that. Good. Increase abyss skill damage taken by enemies up to 15% based on their missing life stacks. Their charisma base? Yes, Lord Bremer, but if you actually look at the skill things for 5th edition, their skills are a split largely between charisma skills and intelligence skills. The whole point of them is that they're supposed to be scholars who don't actually know how to do spellcasting and thus rely on their charisma to compensate. Also, this is D&D warlocks we're talking about, not Diablo warlocks, which are just more straight up, you tap into the power of hell, which is innately corruptive and innately evil. And you're probably going to end up killing yourself in the process at some point. Oh, good. Movement speed. Oh, good. Willpower. It's not actually better. There we go.
What
Hello.
do you need?
Prava sent me. I'm looking for Vigo.
You and that nuisance.
The Warlock voice actor also sounds like he's really, like, forcing his voice to be low, like, Prava sent me. Sorry, I meant to talk normal.
He should be at the mining camp north of here. Whole escort of knights went missing there last week, along with the girl's mother and another woman. Watch yourself out there.
Thank you. Another skill point. Gives me. So we don't get access to these until 14, and we don't get access to this until 30. So I can't really do, like, fire abyss abilities. I guess if I do end up going that route, this isn't going to be as good. Unless I have a way to cast Hex on a lot of people at once. I do actually love that Blizzard did consider the timeline of Warlocks from Diablo 2, Diablo Infinite, Diablo 4, the whole detail at first refined and controlled to wild and untamed to dark and commanding. Oh. I'd have to take a look at the Diablo 2 Warlock to see what you're explicitly talking about, Tevin, because I don't actually know. Where was I? Okay, so we can't get any of the skills down here yet. We don't have any of those yet. We do have these, though. Great Club makes enemies vulnerable for 5 seconds as it strikes them at least twice. 50% increased damage with the first claw against each enemy. When attacking from stealth, all claws gain this bonus. So we'd have to find a way to get stealth consistently in order to make this work. Conjure claws around your most recent reader summon. Skill might not be as useful as I thought it was if we are gonna go down the route of fire, but for right now, it's still good. Blizzard described it. Diablo 2 Warlock actually has his weapon float and use telekinesis to move it around, which is neat. I mean, in some ways, you kind of do that with this. The Fiend Folio usually floats. Blizzard described it in the announcement, talking about how the different version of the Warlock is described. Oh, okay. And we don't need... These are all downgrades, so break it all down.
Left.
Goodbye. And we may as well grab these other side quests while we're here.
My husband, Fyodor, left our home in the middle of the night. I heard him talking to someone, another woman. I went to confront them, but they fled towards a strange light in the forest. They have been gone all night. I think it's time I went after him, but the forest is dangerous. Would you accompany me?
Ken, why do you people trust me? If you cheat while gambling, you'll be banned a month and short a finger. Twice, either hand, your choice. Thrice, you meet the end of a road. Understand. Don't gamble. The Hog's Head. What is this? Discarded pilgrim's letter from Yslena. I set out on my pilgrimage. I offer thanks at a roadside shrine and received a blessing for my journey. Okay, so that's just another side quest we can do. Let's go deal with her quest first. Again, like, we could speed run the story quest, but I do like seeing some of the side dialogues and things like that. Also, we just need more gear. Get out of here. Get out of here. Stupid bloody ghouls. We need a better weapon. It's been a while since we upgraded our weapon. Goodbye. Ah, ghoul. Wow. So, wait a second. We killed 2 ghouls, no ghoul hearts. Killed 1 ghoul, got 2 ghoul hearts. What? God, it's the pig asses from WoW all over again. Come to me, undead people. I wish to kill you all. Thank you. Is that an upgrade? Oh. Wait a second. 7% fire damage multiplier. That's new. They're adding percent-based stuff into the item rotation now? Interesting. Damn, this is making me want to play more with the fire ability. Get blasted, get blasted. Ah, I didn't know you were into ARPGs. Last Epoch when? Funny you should mention that, because I played Last Epoch back when it came out, and I thought it was pretty decent, all things considered. They're trading hearts. Astartes ghouls. More these into Diablo, more the RPGs. I mean, I've played all of them, I've played a little bit of all of them, just... Diablo 4 is probably... See, here's the problem, Tenwin, here's the problem. I am a very casual ARPG player. I want to be able to turn my brain off when I play ARPGs. And unfortunately, Path of Exile, you can't really turn your brain off. Grim Dawn, you can for a while, but eventually you start running into cases where it's just like... pay attention to every single thing the enemy does or you die, and I don't want to do that either. I just, like, ARPGs are my brain off game. They are my brain off game. And unfortunately, once you hit the end game in a lot of ARPGs, you can't do that anymore. Go away, Mr. Ghoul. Zap, zap, zap. Please. You can turn your brain off in Grim Dawn if you focus on lifesteal. I think I tried a build like that. I didn't like it that much. But then again, I also mainly played Demolitionist in Grim Dawn because there's nothing funnier than fighting off an eldritch magical invasion of the world by just using big gun and big explosives. Kill the deer. Why not? Goodbye. Oh, right, vampires. Forgot those things were here. Hello, Mr. Vampire. Don't mind me, just gonna shoot you. Zappity zap, zappity zap. Let's drop that, drop that. Nope. Go our way. Goodbye. You get fucked, you get fucked. Zap, zap, zap. Lose willpower on that. That's unfortunate, because the willpower is how I keep my damage up. That doesn't really help me either. Damn. Casting Second Amendment, it's super effective. I like the idea of that. I'm playing an American Warlock. The Cathedral Light is trying to detain me. I know my rights! I don't remember where this bitch's quest is. It makes me want to get the fire version of this spell all the more. Am I being detained? I am a sovereign citizen of Sanctuary. If demon should not go in gun, why gun shoot good with demon in it? Oh, right, this guy.
My sweet Fyodor, may you know bliss eternal.
Right, Cenobite shit.
Fyodor?
She literally skinned him alive.
What has happened? Oh, heavens. No. No.
Such sights I have witnessed. Such pleasure. Such pain. I must have more.
Trying to get a good look at what that symbol is that forms when we use this.
How is it that
It's
you...
some kind of pentagram, but it's like weird.
Please, go after that woman who did this to him.
Yeah, I'll go kill the demon. Quote from a Chaos Dwarf. He's not wrong.
It's no surprise Fyodor was drawn to me. But I have given only what was desired. His petty soul has been torn asunder by agony and ecstasy, but his flesh is unyielding. You will not interfere.
All right, summon up your demon so I can kill him. Come on. I know you're a succubus or something. There we go. Okay. Kill her. Hey, we got a ring. It doesn't really do much. If you screenshotted this right now, we're asked to pick up the bad guy. Most people would guess wrong. Well, now you could guess easy.
More.
You deserve much worse than the mercy I have just shown you.
All right. Are you gonna finish the quest, please? I want my experience.
If it's a reward you want, take the dagger from his chest and leave me be.
I'm imagining she tried to kill him, and for some reason he's just not dying. Aw, no willpower. I need willpower in order to keep my shit working. Well, I guess it is still an increase in damage. So. Dagger's a dagger. Speak with Alessia. That's gonna go do that whole quest. So we're gonna sidetrack for a little bit. I will say, like, here's part of the problem, Tenwin, is that Kyovashad thematically is a great first act. It has a lot of good side quests. Its strongholds are pretty cool, and its dungeons are good. But the actual main quest that goes through the dungeon that's over here and the Horadrim dungeon over here are long and annoying and quite frankly not done very well, in my opinion. Yeah, it's like you have one of the best designed zones and you paired it with one of the worst openings that you could have given in Act 1. Like, as for turning off your braided RPGs, do you mean in general when it comes to combat? Little column A, little column B. For example, Sanity, my favorite build that I ever played in Path of Exile was OG Flicker Strike, where I just hold down mouse 1 and let God take the wheel as to where my character is going to go in the on that map. I have no, once I start swinging, I have no control over where my character goes. Hello, everybody. Drop gold for me, please. Thank you. I do like the greed shrines. They're a nice boost at the early game. Channeling shrine. Goodbye. Farewell. Oh, right. I have to do something here, don't I? Shit. What is this piece of crap quest? Give thanks at the shrine. Right.
Thanks.
There you go. Thank you. That is a boost in willpower, I guess, but now we move slower. Ugh. I'm gonna press M1, and if my hit connects, it's your own fault. That, quite literally, Lord Rabbit, I don't know how much you know about Path of Exile or its combat mechanics, but that was Flicker Strike. So Flicker Strike's whole thing is you click on an enemy, and it teleports you to them, and you attack them. But if you have a Frenzy Charge, as long as you have a Frenzy Charge, you can keep teleporting to another enemy. So if you build the build correctly, you just never stop teleporting to the next enemy and hitting them, which eventually aggroes every enemy on the map because you've teleported through the whole thing, and then you're making a second lap. It's stupid. It's stupid as hell. It's funny, and I loved it. And I hate the fact that Flicker Strike is a monk-only skill that is limited to 3 teleportations in the second one. I hate that they ruined it. They took my favorite skill and they ruined it.
Excellent work, friend. Ghoulhearts seem to have captivated the clergy as of late. It's no surprise, really. Understanding your enemy is the first step to defeating them.
Given the number of vampire clergy we run into in Kyovashad, I don't think that's the case. Thank you for the items. Oh, it's a white item.
Father bless.
All right. Disassemble. You. Did I level up? I did level up. Do we have a new skill? Not yet. Level 13. Abyssal Occult. Dark Prison becomes a Hellfire skill. Creates an aura of fire chains around you, reducing damage. Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to be going with the fire skills at some point, but I really like Hex or Doom. So we're definitely going to be waiting until we can get level 30 and get that one. That's just a long way off, unfortunately. Unfortunate. We have both of those skills. We don't get that till 14. What else do you do? When enemies attack the tortured wretch, they are enraged, gaining 100% increased attack speed, but taking damage when they hit targets. Enemies and demons killed close to the tortured wretch extend its duration by 0.5 seconds. That's okay, I guess. Oh, I never... Unstoppable, cost is reduced. I don't really care about either of those, honestly. Not even Chris Wilson himself can tell what happened once Flicker Strike holds down M2. Diablo 4 Druids kind of work the same. Chain Lightning, Lightning Rain, Storm is press button and wait. Yes, but that's press button and wait standing around. Flicker Strike was, I'm going to hold down M1, and I don't even know where I'm going to end up when I finally let go of the trigger. Except if you play a ship map with spread out packs. Yeah. I remember reading Flicker Strike guides, and they're just like, if you get any kind of map mod that increases the number of enemies, take it. Because that will actually make your build better. I don't really care about the Tortured skills. I'd much rather see that upgraded. Maybe we increase Dread Claws again, just for more damage. Yeah. Dread Claws is our main source of damage right now, so. Do we go do this quest? I think we go do this quest. Go. Let's keep moving on the main story. I want to try and get some of this done. If needs be, I can do, like, dungeons off stream because there's kind of... Oh, they got rid of having to go through all the dungeons again. Because they got rid of the... Wait, did they get rid of the rewards? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, whatever. Moving on. Oh, ad time. I might need to go. I need to go refill my water. You could definitely do some brain dead gameplay in LE. Lost Epic. Sorry, took me a second. But you can't turn your brain off when it comes to crafting your build. Lost Epic wants you to theory craft your own shit. Yes, I will give them that. The theory crafting in Lost Epic is quite good. And I do think they took a page from Diablo 4, where Diablo 4 had a lot of skills that could change their type based on what passives you took. But then they applied that to everything. Like, you can mix and match skills from a variety of different skill trees in Lost Epic and find ways to weave them back all together into a comprehensive build. Lost Epic came first? It did? From the base Diablo 4? I thought it came out after that. All right, you might be right then. Fuck it. Lost Epic did it better then. Fair enough. I was wrong. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to refill my water. Alrighty, I'm back. Right, main quest time. Or at least some of the main quest, I guess. Yeah. No, like, playing through this again, it does remind me that Kyovashad is such a thematically good zone, but with probably the weakest story portion. Which is a shame, because, like, some of the earliest revelations happen here, which only makes things worse. You have drops enabled? Do I? What drops? What? What do you... I'm assuming that's a Steam thing because or Steam. God, no. Twitch thing, I'm assuming. I figured that they were doing something, but I didn't look into it and I have no idea. So, okay. Hello, everybody. Nope. It is so, it's especially bad because I was playing Paladin in the lead up to this expansion, and quite frankly, Paladin moves so fucking fast if you're playing an Arbiter build. I am not used to being this slow again. I hate it. Go away. Be gone. See that? I just got a D4 emblem. I mean, okay. You guys get free stuff. That's nice, I guess. Last Epics was a couple of months after D4's release, but it was in early access way before that. And the whole concept for skill trees for skills that vastly modify the way the skill tree works was in the game years prior. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Lost Epic did it better then. Fair enough. Hello, Vigo. One of the only, like... I wish you would survive what happens after the events of Act 1.
Are you Vigo? I was sent...
Hey!
Hi, Narelle. Good to see you again.
I know what I saw. She had horns like a beast. Strode right past where you stand. To think my mother's trapped in there with her.
Nyrelle is simultaneously one of the better written characters in this game and also infuriating.
We have soldiers stationed inside.
You should be worried about them too. Maybe you can help me.
Is Lilith one of those demons who can corrupt you just by being around you? Yes. Technically, all demons in the Diablo universe have that ability, Lord Brownbear. But for her, it's especially potent because, technically speaking, she is the, well, quite frankly, she is the Eve of Sanctuary. Her and Inarius are Adam and Eve. Humanity was spawned from the joining of humans and demons, or of demons and angels. She is the primogenitor. She is the origin point. So her corruption is noticeably more potent. A really controversial character split between those who find her really annoying and those who can deal with her. I think she's both, which is both infuriating and a sign that Blizzard is at least trying to write her well. What brings you to this
My
letter?
mother and I studied the Haradrim. We were onto something big. But then she ran off. It's not like her to abandon the hunt.
Yes and no, she is the Eve if Eve was the matriarch of a bunch of elves that joined her to avoid the eternal conflict. I know, technically, you know what I mean, though. Literally, she did give birth to Rathma, and Rathma is confirmed as the first human, the first Nephilim. Like, she did do that. She is still also, she did work with Inarius to help create Sanctuary, so her essence, essentially, is interwoven in the existence of Sanctuary itself.
Mines are closed on church orders. They're not safe. Especially not for children.
Ugh.
All right. Prava sent me.
The Horned Woman is the demon Lilith.
No, that can't be. My mother taught me that name. You speak of the daughter of hatred.
Did Prava mention me?
We'll get more into Narelle as we get further in the main campaign and when we get to the first expansion pack story, because that's where Narelle is both simultaneously the most infuriating and also the only one who seemed to have a decent idea of what to do with the damn plot. Oh, nothing in there. Gold. And he's unable to get this up. Yep.
The damn hoist is stuck.
Like, even on normal-sized humans, the Knight Penitent gear looks good. I'm surprised we don't get much gear that actually looks like their stuff. It's kind of annoying.
Hey, that's my mother's charm on your wrist.
It's mine now, girl. She gave it to me when I let her and her friend pass through.
Look at this thing. It's like... It's fucking like, how does anyone see that and go, yeah, this is the good guy? It's literally a demon impaled on a spike that I summoned to fight for me. There's a few shop items that lean into the visual. Yeah, there's one or two, but there's like no default gear at all. There's not even like, you can't even get the shield, like as the paladin or so. You'd think at the very least you'd be able to get the shield. But there isn't. Oh well. I am kind of glad they kept all the destructible terrain from Diablo 3. just watching things explode when you hit them is satisfying. Oh, give me that orb. Yeah, I really want to get the fire version of this hex. I think that'll be really nice. Oh. Okay. Our first, one of our only 2 rare items.
Maybe we should go back. Round up the knights.
And leave my mother in Lilith's care for as long as that will take?
Yeah.
No.
We move so slow. Do not get crushed by
Beams
rocks.
are too damn old.
Hello, everybody.
Shaking like leaves.
I'm here to banish you back to hell. In doing so, I will grow stronger, because that's how this works. Actually, that would be kind of funny if the Warlock is like the only character that kind of acknowledges the meta of like, yes, I kill things and get stronger. Ergo, why would I not be killing the forces of hell to grow stronger? Alright, deal with that. That. Oh, they're both two-handed weapons. But they didn't bring the destroy item mechanic, though, if you remember what I mean. Destroy item mechanic. Oh, right. Well, I mean, that wasn't really a mechanic so much as it was... If you destroyed a bunch of shit all at one time, you got a temporary speed bonus, which was actually quite nice in some dungeons, especially for slower classes. It wasn't really a mechanic. It was just like a, oh, you destroyed a bunch of shit. Here's bonus EXP and bonus, like, speed. Like, well, again, it wasn't really a mechanic. Kind of made it very arcadey. I would say that was it. There were things that made Diablo 3 arcadey. I would not classify that as one of them. We lose life on hit, and we lose willpower. Oh, that's annoying.
What's special about this place anyway? What would draw Lilith here?
Hell if I know. Prava doesn't tell us anything. No one goes in, nothing comes out. That's all.
Do that instead of the cooldown reduction, please. Ah, nose. Walking through the tunnels, here to kill you all. I'm here for experience and the gold to sell it all.
No lift. The jam must be deeper down.
Locked.
Over here. I can squeeze through to the other side.
Wait, hold on. And there she goes.
And now we fight.
Enemies approaching. Nowhere to go.
Yeah,
Fight's coming to us this time.
I wonder how we get more dominance, because we only get like one. But we only really have enough to do like one summon at a time. I wonder if that's going to be something that you have to address with a specific build. Oh, you need to go away. Hello, Mr. Rare Enemy. You need to go away.
Open that door, girl.
He's back. Don't worry. Calm down. Ooh. Terrible airlift. Also has... Ooh, shadow damage. So wait, do these deal... It just says damage. It doesn't say what type of damage. Still, it is a definitive upgrade. What do we have? Nope, we're not there yet. Damn. Deals 30% damage. 30% increased damage when it only hits a single target. Induces your lesser demon skills to make enemies vulnerable, which I don't think I have any lesser demon skills, so let's just go with single target damage. Let's slay these demons for the goodness of Sanctuary and experience. That, I mean, what? No, like, I actually kind of like the idea of the Warlock being the only one to be like, look, dude, I don't understand it either, but I kill demons and I get stronger. Like not just in a, oh, I've learned how to fight way, but in like a physically stronger way. I don't know how to explain it. Why do you think I became a Warlock in the first place?
I'm sure she had good reason.
Gone from my sight. Gone from my sight. Hitting you. Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast. I don't like that I have to keep on top of the Profane Sentinel at all times, because otherwise it just stops shooting. Bang. Bang. Get shot. If Baldur's Gate 3 has taught me anything, it's that Warlocks are supernatural lawyers. Supernatural defense lawyers try to get away with anything they can. They're the Just Call Sauls of magic. Goodbye, so long, tear you apart. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, if this was just a little bit longer ranged, it would definitely be just... I think it would be perfect as a skill. Bye. Be gone. What are these things that I keep finding? What are these? Away. Be gone. Magic. Hello, everybody. Oh, okay. The range on that is actually surprisingly... Okay, so basically it's... The range is almost infinite on that thing. Huh.
I'm not dying here.
Does that possibly mean Weasel's situation is basically the worst it could possibly be for Warlock, short of death or worse? In a way, because he doesn't understand anything that what he's doing. Like, Will is... Yeah. Jesus. I feel sorry for Will, almost. Oh, another ring. Willpower, max life, life on kill. Okay, that I guess is technically an upgrade. I don't think that's really an upgrade, but not. Rare item is still rare. Will is so far out of his depth, it's naive to the life of... Yeah, he's just out of his depth. He's completely out of his depth. Oh, I have to speak with Vigo. That's why we came. Will's situation wasn't the worst, but him lacking the typical acme you'd expect from a Warlock means that a situation could always get worse. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, Lord Brownberg.
The tunnel's closed. We're trapped without the hoist.
Look, there she is.
Like, Will is what happened. Like, most Warlocks tend to have things that they don't know about their patron, but Will is what happens when you know literally nothing.
That statue. It's her. The way I saw her.
Lilith.
We need to find my mother.
How raspy the Warlock's voice is. Lilith. It really does sound like he's not actually using his normal voice. Like, I need to disguise my voice when I'm talking to people so they think that I'm cool and a badass. And so that way, if I need to fake my voice, it'll be easier if they don't know what my real voice sounds like. Of why chaotic good characters don't last long with infernal contracts. Correct. Full bail Batman. Yeah, that's it. Rachel, where is she?
Over there, the hoist.
Lilith, where is Lilith?
At last, I'll ride out. Slain. What happened? We need reinforcements.
No, we can
What was that?
It came from beyond the gate.
Lilith, where's the stone? I swear to me. Yeah. And then the moment the Warlock is alone, he's just like, oh, I hate having to do that voice. But everyone expects it now.
The escort. They're all dead. Over there.
A woman. Vigo. It was one of the women you sent.
Except he did somehow last a while, kind of a surprise in hindsight. Will lasted sanity because... Oh, what's her name? I can't even remember. The devil who was controlling him specifically used him in a fashion that would allow him to not get drawn into the usual shenanigans that Warlocks get drawn into.
Where is she?
He was used as a blunt instrument to kill things that Zariel wanted dead.
Well, I spared her. Let her deeper in.
He was useful as a living warrior that hadn't been reaped as a soul. That's why Mizora, that's it. Didn't just send him to hell when he refused to kill Karlach.
Vigo.
He survived because she let him. Yeah, yeah. No, Will gets very lucky that we intervene on his behalf throughout his story, because otherwise he'd have been fucked.
Oh, useless. Go to Corval. Tell Plow. Raise the army. The father. Evil itself. Walks sanctuary. Do this for me.
Wow, that was a bit of an awkward transition there.
I'm done for. Your mother told me this trinket would bring good fortune. To think I trusted her.
I know you're dying, but could you speak a little clearer?
Bribed you with it, didn't she? You weren't supposed to let her through at all. But it's not too late. She can still be saved.
Not by me. Not anymore. Prava will know what to do.
You're leaving us? Abandoning her?
There's nothing left to abandon. She's good as dead. I'm sorry, kid.
See, this is partially what I mean. Like, Nirel's
really
optimism in the first act only really works because you're here. Otherwise, Vigo is 100% in the right as far as everything being fucked.
Lilith can't be too
Yep,
far.
and there's the symbol of the demons and the angels coming together to form sanctuary. I believe there's some, yeah, chalk writings over ancient symbols, the eternal conflict. Lilith showed me the ugly truth of the cosmos, the eternal conflicts. Angels and demons have battled over control of all of creation for all time. To what end? I asked, and she simply laughed. Not wrong. Oh, here we go. We have sigil skills. Okay, they create ritual areas. So it creates a subversive ritual for 10 seconds that hexes enemies. Killing 8 enemies or demons within fuels the ritual to send forth shadow trails. They periodically grant you 1 stack of shadow form while you're in them. You can have up to 3 trails active at once. Let's give that a shot. There's a character with like that named Idril in Shadow of War who I fucking hate. In terms of what? Wait, what were we talking about? I was talking about the eternal conflict. What does that have to do with Idril from Shadows of War?
What is this?
Oh, right. The blood petal cutscenes.
How your mind races. Yes.
Big woman.
Lilith, mother of sanctuary.
Mindlessly optimistic in the face of a bad situation, the point of stupidity.
Don't
Oh, what I
hate
said about Nerel. Nerel, yeah.
I have what you seek. You hunger for knowledge. You dragged your child all over sanctuary.
I wouldn't say she's mindlessly optimistic, Lord Bramber, and to be fair,
no,
Nirel gets over it very fast. It's just that in Act 1, it's very much a case of everyone else is correct. Nirel is just straight up wrong.
Drop the act. You have questions. I have answers. I know the fabric of the cosmos.
Everything I've read has warned me against you.
You've read so much, yet know so little. Will you accept my offer?
I don't know. Will you let me try? I want to try.
Your mother is alive. She came this way with Lilith.
How can you be sure?
Sometimes I see visions of the past. I saw them.
What?
I love how he said that in such a way to try and imply like, oh, this is totally not demonic in origin.
Her blood was fed
I
to
just
me.
see things.
Once.
What? her blood was fed to me once. Like, we gotta clarify it. Like, I know that I look like a crazy cultist, but I'm not this flavor of crazy cultist, okay? Ooh, okay, so yeah, it covers that whole area. Does it count when I kill an enemy on the outside? It does. Okay. I think. Oh, what the? All right, I'm gonna have to work on how that skill works because that was weird. I'm not sure how exactly to use those sigils. Okay, so yeah, we killed 6 and then okay, that's weird. I'm not quite following how this is supposed to work. Oh, I have to kill 8 enemies. Okay, so I think we're just not at the point where that works quite yet. Like, I just don't do enough damage to... Oh, I went the wrong way. Damn it. Yeah, that's weird. I mean, it does hex all enemies, which does help with the Doom being having the AoE ability, but... Yeah, you have to kill them inside of it. Even if you kill them, like, around... Oh, no, wait. What? I'm confused. I'm confused. This stealth skill is weird. And I don't think I quite get it. Oh, God. It's the stupid teleporting Fallen. I hate you. Go away. Just want to pick up the loot. Good. Yes, I know we're approaching favor cap. I need to spend that. On my left, is not the origin of humankind. It was always her. From the union of angels and demons came the first generation of mankind. They were powerful movers of mountains, shakers of seas. Yes, the Nephilim. The first generation of humans forged from angels and demons who immediately Lilith wanted to turn into an army to take over the universe. She was so proud in telling of this part. Lilith and Anarius bore a son together, Rathma, wise beyond his years, the first to entangle the power of necromancy. His lair lies deeper within.
There.
Yep. Hey, Bargus, welcome. This made me think. The whole thing of Warlocks depends on how well they can negotiate with their patron. Makes sense that the Fiend and the Archfey Devils have contracts that they follow, and the Fae have enough patterns in their actions that you can rely on when negotiating. But what about the Great Old One? How do you negotiate with something that doesn't even think in a way you can understand? Is there even much of a contract with it? Probably not. And that, to be fair, that's one of those cases where, like, Baldur's Gate 3 doesn't do a very good job of portraying it in the first place, because Warlock is supposed to give the DM a lot of inroad to fuck with you if they want to. And I would not necessarily fuck with you, but provide conflict. A Great Old One patron should be asking for strange things, sometimes benign things, like completely benign things, like bring me the, like, suddenly the Warlock wakes up and says, oh, my patron demands that I find the lock of a hair of a red-haired woman who was born on a Tuesday or something. It's like, does it necessarily harm anyone? No, but the Old One wants it for some reason, and then you find out 10 sessions later that it used that lock of hair to bind the person's soul and kill them years later or something. Like, it's supposed to give the way for the DM to introduce conflict into the Warlock story and to also force the rest of the party to have to deal with the consequences. If you've ever said, but you've ever played Greedfall or Technomancer. I tried Technomancer. I have played Greedfall. I would love to play Greedfall again on stream at some point in the future, because I think it's a very well done RPG. Also, it's one of the few ones that does magic in a way that's actually quite good. I love how they portray magic in Greedfall. It also just has a good story in general. I think there's a precedence with this, as there are stories of Eldritch cultists, but not really big on Lovecraft lore, so I don't know how it works. I would assume cultists just sort of have a vibe with offerings of booze with their patron. Don't know if you've seen the news, Greedfall Desert shutting down. What? Damn, I thought they were doing well. I thought they were even, were they? No, shit. Well, that fucking sucks. Might need to move that up then and try to... Man, now I feel bad. Shit, Rogue Gargus.
Yes.
Do you have faith in me?
I want to.
Good. For now, all you need know is that we are going to
Remember Greedfall 2 and everyone in this chat was surprised to hear it? Yeah, I suppose I shouldn't be too surprised after... Yeah.
The first necromancer.
I don't like you reminding me of that, Lord Brownberry, because now I feel bad even more. Ah, well.
Key to my plans.
I should definitely play Greedfall on stream. Maybe after the Metro series.
Like
No, I got to do Underrail after Metro. Damn it.
Rothma.
Bought by Nacon. Nacon fucked their finance up. Put out Greedfall 2 as an incomplete release. The window's closed on Fighting Perspective Buyer. Ugh. Another good game studio ruined. Out of my way. Me. Zap. Oh yeah, that thing's got long range. Hot damn. Wow, so yeah, I can summon it off of the screen and it'll keep shooting. Hot damn. Okay, that's good to know. I am thinking we swap the Sigil of Subversion, because I am not getting with that. Go away. Go away. Oh god, it's the teleporting ones again. I hate those ones. I hate those ones. Two-handed sword, physical damage multiplier. No, that's not gonna help. All right, remove Sigil of Subversion. Let's go with Sigil of Chaos. Create a destructive ritual that grants you volatility while within, but that only affects Hellfire spells, which I don't really have right now. Increasing the chance of each enemy to explode for damage upon death. I guess that's not the worst. Maybe I should be trying this one. Because it just takes a long time to get to the Doomfire ritual version of this. It takes to level 30. You need to find the Throngler. So hold on. I'm gonna try, hold on. I want to try, let's do Molten Bomb. Take these off. You here. Based on how far it travels, generates 1 additional Wrath on impact. 15% chance to knock enemies down. Let's go with those two. Oh, no, not that. And then grab Sigil of Chaos. I'm gonna see if this does better. I mean, the main thing is just that the range is just not... Also, the attack speed. Yeah, that's actually much faster. And it's an AoE. I don't know. It is doing a lot better. Or at least it feels like it is. Ooh. Willpower, impairment reduction. It's higher item level. We're still at that phase where higher item level is just usually better. Goodbye. Get mortared, get mortared, get mortared. Yeah, and it knocks them down. Oh, that's really good. Please move. There we go. No, stop reviving. Fallen. I hate teleporting enemies. Ah. Why did they give Fallen, of all things, teleportation? The annoying ass fucking tiny demons. Why? Why would you give them teleportation? This is all just leading back into a circle, isn't it? This is all just leading back into a circle. What grants volatility? Yeah, grants volatility, which gives this a 100% chance to knock down an enemy. Killing enemies within increases the chance for each enemy to explode by 20% or by 20 damage with 30% on death. The problem is that these force you to stand still, which is pretty much never good in an ARPG, unless you're building specifically for it. So yeah, like that, and then... I mean, I guess it doesn't... No, it does have a cooldown. It's not like it travels with me or anything, which... And there's more. What could the Eldritch Horde possibly stand to gain from contracting being so far below them? Devils at least get a soul out of the deal. The Fae get entertainment. What could possibly have the Yogg? Well, again, that's a case where it's supposed to be the DM. The DM is supposed to come up with a rationale for you. Ow! Stop that! Go away! Stop it! Go. Wait, that was only one. Where's the rest of the pack? There they are. Ah! Move! Oh, move! I really hate how the hitboxes work in this game sometimes. Technically an upgrade? Technically? Like, is there anything that makes this so that it, like, follows you? Lasts for 10 seconds after you leave the area. Okay, that's good. Sacrifice 4% of your maximum life to instantly trigger each of the sigil chaos kills. Costs up to 48% total. Empowered. Volatility empowered cast within the sigil of chaos count is triggering 3 kills. Hitting an enemy with the sigil chaos has a 20% chance to trigger the effect on them again. Okay. Sigil of Chaos is now cast around you for 15 seconds. It instantly explodes your lesser demons within for 16 damage. Cooldown increased to 25 seconds. While you are within the sigil, you and your summons deal additional damage to enemies when attacked. Okay, so that at least makes it a lot better there. That's still a weird combination of ability. These sigils are weird. Like, I'm not sure I like them. But, oh, we do have access to, so let's see here. Molten Bomb is now also a demonology summon skill. It creates a turret demon on impact for 5 seconds that spits lava at surrounding enemies, dealing damage. You can have up to 6 turrets active at once. That seems like a good idea. Let's go with that. So if I, yep, and then it starts spewing more. Okay, yeah, that makes sense to me. It also means that you can set things up ahead of time, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then just, yeah, that's a lot of damage. Fucked, get fucked, get fucked, get fucked. Where'd she go? Nope, she's still standing there. Okay, yeah, that worked really well. That actually worked really well. Okay, that's a potent combination there. Oh, okay. Anyway, ESO trial group is starting to congregate. It's going to take a while, so I probably won't show up again. Y'all ponder this one for me. I mean, as I said, I do think it's very much a case where it's supposed to give the DM a lot of leeway. Like, the Great Old One pact for Warlock and D&D is very much one where the DM just has carte blanche to come up with shit.
You've mastered your fear, but I still sense your pain.
Meant to be wild cards in terms of... Exactly, wild cards.
My magpie. She's scared right now. She must be.
Go. Or stay. It is time to choose.
I trained her well. She's a good kid. Strong. She'll be all right,
You've chosen well, my child.
To get back to your question about corruption, though, Lord Brownbear, as you can kind of see here, Lilith also has an advantage because of her connection to humanity in a way that other demons don't.
It requires
in Diablo especially, all other demons are usually bound by a singular aspect. Technically, Lilith is as well because she's the daughter of hatred. She's the daughter of the Lord of Hatred. But because of her connection to humanity being their primogenitor, or being one of their primogenitors, she's able to tempt them with a much wider array of emotions than just having someone act on hatred.
I don't need sparing. Tell me.
Lilith plans to teach your mother a ritual. One that needs blood. Your mother seemed receptive.
We have to reach them.
Yeah, even the Warlock's like, yeah, I've seen this song and dance before. This just feels like Lilith is tempting her the good old-fashioned way. Well, that's the thing, is that Lilith actually can do this. So, again, the way that a lot of the... Oh, hi. Thanks for that, jackass. Okay. Knocking your asses on the ground. What was I gonna say? The demons of the Diablo universe are very much singular in their nature. So most of the time, if they can't convince you through the emotion that they manifest the most, they just default to violence. Lilith, though, is a lot easy. She has a lot easier time basically switching tactics if she needs to, that other demons can't really do because of her connection to mankind. Get fucked. Get fucked. Get splattered all over the ground. Oh, hi, succubi. Goodbye. Good. Getting mail from the tax department, not the IRS, but your guys' equivalent. Letting a letter from them is never positive. Yeah, no, it never is. It never is. Oh dear, that's a lot of enemies. That's a lot of enemies. Stop pulling me out of my zone. Yeah, no, these sigils, I don't know if these sigils are really that worth it because there's too many enemies that deal a lot of AoE, that can throw down big AoEs that you have to get out of or you just die. I've got a bad feeling the Warlock is going to have a couple of skills that are the classic, ooh, this skill is really cool. Oh, but it makes you play the exact opposite of how an ARPG is meant to be played, and the enemy still kills you, so you're kind of fucked. I do like the fact that a lot of the abilities upgrade to become summoning skills, which is kind of fun. Like, as your Warlock becomes more powerful, they just start integrating summoning abilities into all of their skills. It also kind of makes sense. There we go. Heal up. Ring, ring. Ring, 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 a ring. In this case, it was neutral because it was reported on my taxes. Due to not being American, it's literally just a button press. Yeah, lucky you. Ow. Go away. Got 160 buck back, which is positive, but I already know that and got more information, so it isn't positive. It's already info, I know. Yeah. It's just there to make you feel like, to give you a heart attack before you open it and learn that it's literally nothing. Because that is how governments do. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Slice and dice. Is there a fire version of that skill? Now that oh, for the love of. Can't take 5 seconds to look at my skill tree, can I? No, it just becomes a lesser demon summon. Weird. I was kind of hoping it would be a fire skill, but it doesn't appear that there is one to make this a fire skill. So I'd have to either go with Hell Fracture or with Blazing Scream. Deals 3% increased damage based on how many different enemies it has hit, up to 30%. That's pretty good. Shoots out lesser demon skulls that seek enemies. It is now also a summon skill and orbits you for 10 seconds. The skull deals additional damage and extends demon form when it hits enemies. Channeling increases the orbit speed by 150%, refreshes the duration. Interesting. Damage and speed based on your movement speed bonus. Primary skull instantly detonates brimstone as they travel. What's brimstone? Is that this? No, that's molten bomb. What the fuck is brimstone? Infernal breath. I don't see a brimstone. The fuck you talking about, game? The fuck you talking about? Staying within a Hell Fracture grants you volatility. Casting Hell Fracture reduces its cost by 25% until you cast a different skill. Oh, so that makes it spammable. Oh, interesting. Hell Fractures explode. Increases the damage of your next Hell Fracture by 40, but also increases the cost by 25% up to 4 times. Okay. I don't know. I really like the Dread Claws, but they're like the only ability that I can't make fire-based. Which is a shame. Hello, good sirs. Ow. Yeah, I guess you kind of have to use that Torture Demon when you're using the sigils, because it's the only way to keep the enemy from just double downing on hitting you. Get fucked, get fucked. Raining fire on your ass. I forgot just how goddamn long this dungeon is, and we're not even done with it yet.
It looks like the same kind of magic as before. I think I can dispel it.
Zap him. Give me more fire. Yeah, I forgot just how slow the early game for Diablo IV can be, but I mean, it's not that different from a lot of ARPGs, unfortunately. In all honesty, Grim Dawn and Lost Epic both have solid first acts. Path of Exile, not so much in my opinion either. I think Path of Exile still has some problems, simply because they lock so many skills away from you in the early game.
Yes, I did it!
But god, Diablo, yeah, it's such a shame because Kyovashad is otherwise such a good zone, but god, Nerel's entire side quest, not really side quest, main quest, but because it's all set in this same goddamn fucking dungeon that you have to return to multiple times. How sweet the taste. Lilith asked me to aid in a ritual, sacrifice a priest from the escort. He had no fight, he just prayed as we made his blood useful. Forgive my hand, I'm still shaking, power dances along my bones, I walk the path of our maker.
Not enough blood. Never enough blood. I will follow you to the ends of Sanctuary, Mother.
Dead priest, a huge gash across his neck and drained him of blood.
He must be from the escort. There she is.
Mother?
Yeah, this doesn't go well.
Nerel. You're just in time. Beyond this lake lies the necropolis of the Firstborn. A trove of magic and knowledge. I opened the way for Lilith, but I could not pass through with her. I lack divine element, you see.
Stop.
But I can find it. I'm so close. I simply need...
Mother, stop! Look at what Lilith has done to you. You're writing in your own blood.
My little magpie. She awakened me. She showed me things I can't even put into words. Once I've finished, you will understand.
I don't care what she showed you. Please, let's just get out of here.
Oh, I see. Yes, clever magpie. Trying to lead me away so you can take all this for yourself. This is my discovery, not yours. I will finish these runes with your blood!
And Mom has gone insane.
Look at the gifts she's given me.
My Warlock just being like, well, yeah, but I can do that too, and I didn't have to sell my soul. Mostly. Somewhat. At least some of it. Look, my character has the ability to summon demons, but he's not randomly killing people, okay?
Mother, no!
You won't take what's mine!
Wow. Yeah. Phase 2. Some of that, some of that. I mean, yeah, the Warlock being able to summon things so easily does kind of put a little bit of a damper on her entire spiel here. Like, I have gained power, and my Warlock's just like, yeah, no, I figured that out a while ago, lady. I don't know what you're trying to do.
I don't want you to die!
Well, unfortunately, Nerel, that's what's going to happen. It's a canon event. You can't stop it. Ah, there we go. Summon that up, summon that up, summon that up. You. Boom. How many of them are there? Just die.
No!
Yeah, you know, being dressed in these robes really just kind of turns every single like dramatic death of someone else to being my character being like, look, I had to do it, okay? I know I look evil. I know I look like a traditional cultist. I am literally splattered in blood, and I have blood glass growing out of my shoulder. But I had a good reason to do all this. No one's going to believe you, dude. No one is going to believe you.
You were protecting me. I don't want to hate you. I'm trying.
I didn't do it. No, it's more like I didn't do it for the reasons you think. Now, I know you see a cultist or you see a warlock and you think that I did this for power, but in all honesty, it was self-defense. Trust me. And no one believes you. No one believes you.
Beg if you need to. Whatever it takes. My mother started this damn ritual. I'm going to finish it. Meet me in the Mistral Woods.
Why there?
The Horadrim hid a vault there. Finding it was her life's work. So much for that. Maybe it will help with the ritual. If not, at least I can bury her where she'd want. I need time. I'm sorry. Just leave me.
Unfortunately, this is not the last time we're gonna have to go through this whole fucking area. What did we unlock? Okay, we do have the high-end ones for this. Each lesser demon. No, we don't even have access to that yet. How long? So we get our ultimate abilities at level 19 now, which is a lot sooner. Demonology, Hellfire, Archfiend. Occult Hellfire. Creates a massive sigil that detonates after 2 seconds, dealing damage to all enemies within. This ritual does not benefit from cooldown reduction. Oh. Well, that seems bullshit. What else does it do then? Apocalypse's final hit has a 20% chance to hit twice. When Apocalypse is empowered by volatility, this chance is increased to 100%. So you always want to use it while you're volatile, because it basically doubles the damage. Apocalypse deals up to 25% increased damage the closer enemies are to its center. There's no way to guarantee that, so probably not a good idea. Final hit deals an additional 50% of its damage split among all enemies in the area. Enemies that survive the Apocalypse take 100% increased damage from you for 2 seconds. Oh, that's nice. This bonus lasts 200% longer against hexed enemies. Oh, so all the more reason to use the Hellfire version of Doom, because you're going to be able to hex an enemy. You're going to be able to hex enemies with fire, with a Shadow Abyss skill and fire. Okay. And what else does it do at the high end? Hellfire Blast with at least 20 stacks. 20 stacks of what? What stacks? You can now channel Apocalypse for 6.66 seconds to build up the final explosion and rain down brimstones, which deal an additional 666% damage. Each second increases the final damage up to 666% bonus damage. Wow, they really wanted you to know that this was the meme skill, didn't they? Apocalypse becomes an Abyss skill, creating a field of abyssal mines which arm after 0.8 seconds, each dealing 666% damage when an enemy triggers them. I don't like any of the fact that you can't change the cooldown at all also means that it's pretty much useless. Like, I've seen quite a few Diablo IV endgame builds, and like 90% of them run some level of cooldown reduction, so expect to see this skill never get used by people. Ever. Transform into a demon form, increases max life and demonology skill damage. Casting Archfiend skills during Metamorphosis grants Sin up to 20 stacks. When you leave Metamorphosis, each Sin can be consumed by casting non-Archfiend skill to generate 3 Dominance and Wrath. This can exceed up to 50% of your maximum resource values. Each Hellfire skill cast increases your Hellfire damage by 4%, but burns you for 8% max life over 3 seconds. Each cast deals 5% increased burning to you, and Metamorphosis ends if you become injured or cancel early. Huh. Not sure I'm the biggest fan of that one either. Summon a terror from the depths that deals 500% damage and spews a voracious swarm that deals 100% damage per bite for 15 seconds. That's a lot more straightforward, and you can make it a Hellfire skill too. Periodically pulls enemies, spawns and instantly kills 3 lesser demons every second. Terror Swarm now bites up to 2 additional times per second, makes enemies vulnerable, and causes them to take 20% increased damage from Archfiend skills. Okay, but what are Archfiend skills? What are Archfiend skills? Oh, this stuff. Okay. Okay. I am still not sure where I'm going with this build at all. I have no fucking clue. I have no fucking clue. Maybe I should go for the demonic swipe? It's faster than this one, and it would allow me to... The eviscerate does deal a lot of damage, too. I don't know. I do not know. Can't do anything with these. Hellfire skill creates an aura of fire chains around you, reducing damage coming from outside by 45%, slowing enemies within by 80. That would actually work really well with Doom, because Doom can echo slowed to other enemies. That would actually work really well. Enemies killed within Dark Prison reduce its cooldown by half a second. Oh, that's actually good. Small missiles that enter the Dark Prison are slowed by 99%. Hitting enemies within Dark Prison fortifies you for 1% of life. Okay. Huh. Yeah, a lot of this is just, I think once we hit about level 30 and we start unlocking the like third version of some of these skills, we'll probably have a better understanding of what in the hell I'm going to be doing with them. Until then, I don't know. 4 additional claws. Each set deals 30% increased damage than the last. You consume 1 stack of Shadow Form to conjure great. Well, I haven't even figured out how to use Shadow Form, so no. Oh, that made it much longer. Holy. Whew. Okay. How do I get out of here? Oh, I guess I just teleport out. Right? Wait, do I need to... Why is it not tracking any quests? Speak with the Reverend Mother Prava. Yeah. I thought that's what I was doing. Okay. Search for Nyrel in the Mistral Woods. Okay, I guess we're just leaving. Never mind. We're just leaving. Yeah. Yeah, no. Nyrel's whole mega dungeon thing that she hangs out in for most of this act is not the best. It's really one of the weaker, like, quests in, or more like one of the weakest dungeons in the game. Break all that down.
The forge is hot.
Oh, they don't even let you... Yeah, unlocks character level 25 or acquiring a codex of power aspect. Lengthy dungeons are a choice ARPGs. Well, here's the thing. Lengthy dungeons can be interesting, but they have to be done well, and Nyrel's is not done well. Because it's early game, and it's very slow and very boring. Because, you know, resource management isn't really a big problem. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Please ignore the obvious cultist walking in to talk to your Pope figure. Thank you. It's still so funny walking around. Like,
see that the kitchen is ready for
like again, the Necromancer you can kind of hand wave with the whole Priests of Rathma are actually somewhat respected. The Druids are allies of the church, at least nominally. The Paladins are allies of the church, at least nominally. The Barbarian just doesn't give a shit. The Spiritborn kind of doesn't give a shit either. The Rogue definitely doesn't give a shit. And then you've got me walking around with blood glass growing out of my arms.
The Reverend Mother will want to hear of this, but she's away at Corvalar. Seek your blessing there. Everything is unfolding as Inarius foretold. Soon, he will be free to escape Sanctuary and return to the heavens where he belongs.
I love how they even acknowledge that, and then they don't even pick up on the fact that that means their god-like, their demigod figures are going to abandon them to their fates. Like, I love how none of them pick up on that. Like, Inarius does not give a shit what happens to Sanctuary after he's done.
As a girl, she was sick, plagued by constant seizures. but Inarius healed her. When I met her, I was a sinner. But her faith showed me what I could be. There's no one better fit to lead us.
See, that's also part of the really sad part, is that it's very obvious that a lot of the people in the Cathedral of Light do legitimately think that they're doing what's necessary to save the world. And it could be argued that they are actually making progress on it. It's just that the entire thing has been co-opted by Inarius as a giant ego project. I'm going to run to the restroom real fast. I'll be right back. All right. Barbarian has this whole thing of they aren't doing anything wrong and you try and stop the bastard. Yeah. It's from a different culture, but he kills monsters really well. He's protecting our people and he isn't actually doing anything outwardly heretical beyond being really strong and good at fighting. So I'm not going to risk trying to stop the 7-foot man that could bench press a wagon. Yeah. No, like, but to be fair, that's kind of been a thing throughout all 3 games that have had the Barbarian as a class. Like, everyone just kind of goes, damn, he's strong. We should probably just have him fight the demons because he seems really good at it. Okay. I was kind of hoping we would get through more of Act 1, but I guess I really underestimated just how slow Act 1 is when we first get in here. Did you check how the different sets look in your character? No, I hadn't looked because I wanted to at least see what they were coming up with. I didn't want to just dive into the transmog system and just never update my gear, so. There's the Doom dagger that I got from the event. I don't think I've ever actually used any of the daggers on anyone. That is a cool one, but it's a shop item. Twin blade, stone blade, which I don't know why. Like, I like the idea of an obsidian blade, but I feel like they... How do you manage to make it look gaudy when it's literally a stone knife? Simple dagger, the ska, a shiv, Shadowclaw slicer, ritual dagger, pugyo. Okay, see, that I like. That I like green tinted obsidian. That's kind of cool. Anjali, amoeba, hunter's knife, elder shiv, claw of Nyamoyo. I don't even know what that means. Brood Mother Stang, Bone Blade, Blood Petal Anlace. Okay. Dark Horseman's Dagger. I do like that one. I picked up that one a long time ago. There's a cup. What the fuck? That thing looks horrible. Rustbitten Dagger. Nirel's Defiance. How have I not found that before? Oh, I like that. Malachite Dagger. That one looks kind of cool. The Ceremonial Crisp looks good. For right now, let's go with the Dark Horseman Dagger. And then... Nirel's Defiance is from the latest expansion, so yeah, no. Okay, fair enough. Which one of these works? Relic Skull, probably. Crow Fetish, Bound Eye. Ooh, Molten Lotus. I actually like that. And no, we will not be using a back item. All right, let's see what the actual gear looks like. Oh, okay. Literally just wearing a box on his head. Look at this shit. Mikalash looking ass. So for Diablo 2 Druid, werewolf or werebear? If I remember correctly, for Diablo 2, pretty much all the high-end builds are werewolf. You can check the whole set by holding it. Okay, I see what they're going for here. I like that you've got like the gauntleted arm on one side. Oh, I see. They're doing the same thing they did with the paladin, where each of the chest piece has like its own unique tabard or a cloak. I do like that. I do like that. We have the Drifter set, which is just the default. The Enclawed Crap. Ooh. A little witch doctory for me, but I do like the use of the jade and like green armor. Uravar's headpiece. The oh, never mind. There's the Mikolash. There's Mikolash. Hello, Mikolash from Bloodborne. Good to see you. It's been a while, buddy. You skipped the first three. I was just going through. I wasn't going through them in order. That helmet is ridiculous and you should feel bad. See, with that helmet, it looks good. Except, oh, that's the one that they actually used on the character design. I do like the helmet on that. The fake horns covering the face. I do like that. Ooh, okay, hold on. That's a nice one. I like that. What else have we got? Hatred's Gaze. That's all. The Hatred set is always like corrupted armor. A little more classic. A little more classic occult design. Ooh. Like a wolf's head. Walks into town in a furred outfit. Now, before you start. Runic skull. That thing. How are you wearing that is the question. That doesn't even make sense. Wanderer's cap. Okay, okay, see, that's like a classic Warlock design. Like, that's a very Warlock design. The most popular set with the ladies, I bet. And the fetish gear. Like, that is straight up just fetish gear. Look at that headpiece. That is straight up just a gimp suit. Ooh, we've got like angel, like it's bird wings, but it's meant to look like angel wings on the head. I actually kind of like that. Every class has fetish gear in the store. I'm sure they do. And there's obviously some stuff that I haven't unlocked. Ooh, I like that. Like a heavy armor cultist. Wait, the Cow King's crown. Blizzard, did you bring the cow level back? You brought the cow level back, didn't you? You brought the cow level back, didn't you? Ooh, actually, I can't tell if I like this or not. I do like that it changes up your arm to be like all scarred and shit. Cow level's been a mystery in D4 since the launch, just nobody has found it. I don't think that's the case. Someone would have found it by now. Gladiator gear, basically. Helm of the Khazra. Ooh, the Khazra set on the Warlock looks pretty good. Okay, Helm of Ascara. Interesting. Voodoo dolls. Yeah, they did take a little bit of the Witch Doctor inspiration from Diablo 3 when they went into this with this kind of set, didn't they? Harlequin Crest. Raider Helm of the Khazra. The Glory set. Ooh, I like that. That's all. That's very much like I am the evil that hunts evil kind of look. No, genuinely, it's been a secret ran cold until now because I guess it just wasn't implemented. That's a more traditional cultist look. Item of the Ancient. I don't know what that refers to. More bondage gear. Oh. God damn it, Blizzard. You're actually making me want to buy this. I actually really like this for a war. I actually think this is hilariously fitting for a Warlock in this setting. Why do I like this one? Also, it allows me to roleplay as Alucard, basically. It isn't very Diablo. No, it isn't, but I kind of like it for that. All right, let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that. It's mainly the fact that it fully covers him, 1. 2, it's still demonic as hell. 3, that arm guard. I fucking love that arm guard. It is carrying this That arm guard is carrying this entire set. Like, the rest of it is just kind of cool, but you're right, it doesn't fit. But that arm guard, give me the arm guard just on its own and I would be happy. Like, and the fact that there's like an imp or something living inside the shoulder pad. Like, you can see the tail and the arm. I expect him to draw a revolver and shoot hellfire bullets. Have I not just been making a joke about how the basic Doom skill is me shooting people? Okay, much more classic. Yeah, bondage gear. Not surprised. Okay, Oni style. I like the lower leg armor. Oh, okay. That's just pure hellfire. That's just pure hellfire. Like, there's no getting around that. Okay, yeah, another more witch doctor-y kind of set. Pure demon. Pure demon. Another more witch doctor-y set, but I like the helm. That is nice. I like that. Yeah, they definitely tapped into the witch doctor from Diablo 3 for some of these designs, which is not bad. It's not bad. Okay, that's just Dante. Okay, that's just Dante. That's Dante from Devil May Cry. Okay, you said this one was bad, Tenwin, but you said that one was bad, but this is literally just Dante. I don't think they'll ever use the witch doctor again. Probably not. This is literally the item for the head is literally just Dante's hair. Neither are good. No, because I can give this one some props for the audacity. This is a warlock who is basically disguised that he is a warlock, and nobody asks questions about how he kills demons. This is the worst version of that. Okay, that one's not too bad. I'll give you that one. That one's not too bad. Okay, that's an Inquisitor. I do like that. Put that in red. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, I like this one. I have disguised being a warlock, but being so outlandishly different that no one can place me. I do like this one. This is good. I like this one. Barrow Lord's Veil. Okay, we're getting a little necromancy up in this one, but I mean, it's nice. It's nice. Hallowed Ancient Visage. Yeah, put this in black and it becomes very warlock. In white, it's very out of place. And that one I still think looks utterly stupid. Like, especially with, because some heavy plate armors, they try to make it work with the spellcasting classes. And then they forgot that half the spellcasting classes have like huge sections of armor missing. And it just looks stupid. It just looks stupid. You can try pigments. Let me see here. Oh, I can kind of see that. Oh, the red works on that one. Like, let me see. Hold on. Where is... No, not that. Let me see this. Oh, God, not that one. No. See, that's a little bit better. If you go for a more muted color. That's brighter. That actually doesn't work. No, not that one. Definitely not that one. God, that's gaudy as hell. Okay, the blue kind of works. The blue kind of works. Oh, that's a better blue. That's a better blue. It cuts the color saturation a little bit. And it makes the purple on the arms pop out more. I like that. That looks worse. No. Behave, demon bitch, or you get the right hand. Actually, that makes me... Okay, yeah, see, if you put it in a different color, it's not as bad. It gets a bit more of a vampiric look. Like, even even those versions are more vampiric than Dante. But if you go for the natural color, it's just Dante. It's just fucking Dante. What was this one? No. Yeah, see, like that. I like that. That was a more subdued one. Where's this one? This was the one that I... Yeah, you could put that in. Oh, can you actually... Oh, you can actually see the mouth. Oh, that's cool. Go check the white set in black. Which white set? Oh, this one actually, it does look good in red too, because it looks like muscle. Yeah, you can go gray, you can go like dark purple kind of works with this one as well. Fireglass works as well, because again, it keeps that red on the under areas, so it looks like exposed muscle. Wow, that's supposed to be green, but that actually kind of looks almost like it's corrupted or tarnished. Yeah, I can see that working. I could see that working. All right, well, oh, I did actually want to find an appearance, didn't I? Shit. Oh well. Fuck that up. What was I using? Right, the dark ritual dagger, and then I wanted... Oh, you know what? Let's go with the brimstone bauble. And then let's go with... No, not that one. No. Honestly, the exceptional set is pretty fucking good. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Fireglass. I like that. There we go. I like that. What were we doing? I don't remember. I really don't want to do Nayrel stuff for the last hour. Or really the last 40 minutes. There is a side quest here, though. You could do that. Hello?
Keep it. I'm not after your money, just your ear. I can feel it. A great calamity is about to unfold in the northern reaches. The door is in danger. It was sealed for a reason. And now the pig-headed beasts are trying to force it open. Heed my warning and stop them. It must remain sealed.
How do you know of the events of the sealed door?
The question is, why are you the only one to take it seriously?
I mean, you are just a random beggar on the street, so I'm not surprised the guards don't take
That
it
was
seriously.
long ago, I suppose.
Okay, no explanation. I'm assuming that's a dungeon quest or something. Yeah. No more side quests in here right now, so... Sure, why not? All right, let's go deal with it, I guess. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to do some grinding on my own time. I won't do any story quests, but I'll definitely do some off-screen grinding just to get some better gear and shit. Probably on Thursday, because we will be going back to Mech Warrior tomorrow. We'll just alternate between the games as we go through. Yeah, that's the only problem. There's no way to guide those things. I don't think they actually target enemies.
Do you see him too? The ghost of Korik, my son. When he was a boy, he was taken to the Black Asylum, and now he haunts my every moment, calling to me, begging that I don't know how much more I can stand. Please, I'll pay you. End his torments. Please,
my ghost son.
See that he is laid to rest.
I mean, this is just another one of those depressing quests, because I'm pretty sure this... Wait, why can't I talk? Oh.
No, no, no!
Don't worry, I'll kill the ghost.
You're dead.
Father, won't you come visit me?
No! They took you away for what you did. You...
Father, please visit. I'm waiting at the asylum.
Be gone. Be gone!
Yeah, and as I said, they're doing the same thing they did with the Paladin, where all the capes get their own unique design on each armor piece, which I do like. That was really cool on the Paladins. I'm glad they kept that for this. But you have... Yeah, what can you tell me of yourself?
Korik was taken away for murdering a child his age. He got what he deserved, I suppose, but now his spirit cries out. He calls to me. He won't leave me be.
What can you tell me of the Black
When
Asylum?
they found out what he did, they put him in irons and carried him off to the Black Asylum. Years later, the asylum was abandoned. The lucky ones are said to have starved, while the rest escaped their cells only to fight each other. It was a cruel death. It's no wonder some refuse to pass on.
Do we do this now? Never. Yeah, we can do this. We can do the Black Asylum quest. Why not? We should have enough time. Yeah, I'll definitely have to do some off-screen grinding just to get some EXP, get some items, move a little bit faster. Because I do want to get to the new content, but I also need to learn how to fucking fight as a warlock.
What is this?
Oh, hello. Ooh. These while we're here. Those for that other side quest. Gold. I just don't know. Just don't know. Oh, right. I forgot about this. I forgot each class always gets that unique mechanic eventually. Select a shard as your passive skill. You can change it at any time. Complete Warlock Discipline of the Forbidden to uncover the untapped. Oh, maybe I should be doing that instead. How do I... Are you shitting me? So let me get this straight, because if you play this game the way that you're supposed to story-wise, they want you to go through all of Act 1, all of Act 2, and a good chunk of the way into Act 3 before you finally get access to your secondary passive abilities. Well, that's kind of bullshit. I might... Well, fuck. That's a pain in the ass. Fuck. You'd think they would have learned their lesson by now, because I remember hearing horror stories about, like, when Diablo IV first launched, the druid version of the passive stuff was, like, involved a whole long quest chain in Scotland that took fucking forever to do. But apparently they haven't learned the fucking difference. Also, paladins just get theirs. Like, you just unlock it once you hit, like, level 15. Why the fuck are you doing this with a warlock where you gotta go all the way into Act 3 before anyone will even tell you what the fuck you're supposed to do? Yeah, Act 3, meet Lorath and Ked Bardu. That's all the way over here. What the fuck? All right, well, we're gonna do the Black Asylum then, and I'll figure out what the hell I'm doing with that later. Hello, friendly neighborhood exorcist is here. Don't mind me. Just clearing the place out. Ow. Okay, we're doing, like, no damage. That's not good. Please stop teleporting around and leaving giant pools of acid. Thank you. Well, that's at least an upgrade. Yeah, we're not doing much damage, which has me worried. Yeah, we're in that definitely awkward point of the game where it's just like, you're not finding enough gear to really keep up with the enemies, but you're also still early enough in the game that you can't expect to find better gear. Okay, so they definitely introduced some new enemy types, because I have not seen those things before. Oh. Okay. I might have to actually look up a build for Warlock, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And I'm not sure how some of these Warlock skills are meant to synergize. It's close to where you start the game. Yeah, like, I thought they learned their lesson after Druid and some of the others had issues with their secondary class passives. But apparently not, if they've decided to put the Warlock all the way over in Act 3. Oh, multiple enemies. Open fire. Ow. Alright, sum that up. That. mean, I like Dreadclaws. Dreadclaws has been a pretty powerful skill, all things considered. It does pretty well. And I don't know. Maybe I'm just too used to playing Paladin, where the Paladin base skills are surprisingly good.
Abandon your post. Effective immediately. We need extra swords at the borders of Gul'Khan. I know you and your soldiers must be eager to see the sunlight again. As for your current duties, seal up the prison. I know the stories. Let them rot in their cages in darkness. If they wanted to be treated like humans, they would not have lived like animals. Perhaps we will teach them a lesson that they'll carry into the next life. Regards, Commander Finbar.
Yeah. Now I feel like I'm not doing a very good job as far as providing commentary for this, because I was hoping to get into more like story discussion, and then I forgot just how fucking slow Act 1 is. And I don't like it. The worst part as well is that they didn't really add that much in the way of dialogue that isn't in the main quest, which is unfortunate. I know that HUD from anywhere. This is Diablo. Correct, Scorpion. We've been playing the new expansion content, trying out the Warlock class. Unfortunately, as I have said multiple times in this stream, I forgot just how slow Act 1 is for Diablo 1, which is unfortunate. That said, at least most of these abilities are pretty cool. Be gone. Slice and dice. Hello. Hello, sirs. Ah. Oh, wait. There we go. You. No, go away. Oh, God damn it. Get out of there. I don't feel like I killed them. I feel like they went invisible and they're gonna pop out again. Yeah, I don't know what those skeleton guardians are, but they're definitely a new enemy.
Father lied.
Hello.
He never once had the courage to face me.
Well.
Father lied. Father lied.
And ghost exercise. Problem solved. I do like the new model, though. Like, that does look like something the Necromancer would summon. I'm gonna feel pretty bad for the Necromancer if they don't get the ability to summon that. Alright, I think that's it. Well, it's it for the first part. Some of these dungeons can get unnecessarily long in the first act. Dude. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to play around with the Warlock off stream on Thursday and try to get a better feel for how to use these abilities so we're not just taking forever to get through this. Be gone. Set you up. The Tormented Demon is definitely still very useful because it keeps forcing enemies to attack it. Bye. A new update is available. Update now to avoid interruption. To update, close the game. Blizzard, are you just fucking releasing updates to the game while people are playing en masse in the middle of the day? What? Well, if the game ends suddenly and I can't get it to reopen, y'all know why. That's gonna be aggravating. Hot fixes to the game, to bugs. I mean, yes, but at the same time, like, why would you think it'd be a good idea to do that in the middle of the day? Do it at like night or something. And just hit you, reload my raft. There we go. Gibbs. Alright, so we just have to kill everything down here. Hopefully get that done before Blizzard decides to fuck me over. Be gone. I said be gone. Yeah, this is still, like, Dreadclaws is really good. Oh, hi. Nope. Goodbye. Ow. I don't like it when they summon in new enemies when they do that. Go away. So how's the Warlock? Welcome, 90. Night at USA is middle of the day for China or EU, so yeah, I know. Oh, hello. Gone. Oh, yep, drop that in. Distract them. Ow. I hate those fucking affixes. What is the other one that's a pain in the ass? The execution affix or whatever? It's like you kill an enemy, a sword spawns above you, and you have like a split second to get out of the way, or it deals like 30% of your health and damage. I fucking hate those guys. Especially because you can't dodge them. The thing just follows you until you stop for a moment and force it to resolve. Them. Okay, so yeah, slay all enemies in the haunted cell block. So we should have this done soon. Waiting for some build to be ready for Warlock before I jump in. Yeah, I just decided to jump in and try it. I can already see where some of the synergies are, but some of the abilities are like, there's apparently a whole thing for stealth with the Warlock, which I don't know how you make work. Like, maybe once you have enough movement speed and shit, but like early game, like there's no way it works. Okay. Why are you not dying? Oh wait. Thank you. That. More of you? Come on. On. Yeah, we're just at that awkward point where like my basic attack does nothing. But it's literally just to increase my wrath so that I can use my proper attack. Oh, god damn it. Please. These people. Help us, help us. Yeah, I'll help you, I'll help you. Just, you know, give me shit when we're done here.
Tough fight.
We're just gonna start. That. Hit him, hit him, hit him. That in. I guess, okay, so that is one advantage of the sigils, is that you can pretty much keep them up with no downtime. Like, they will just, they come off cooldown as soon as you're done, pretty much. Which I suppose is good. You. I see you over there. Sum that up. Come on. The other major problem I'm noticing with the Warlock, actually, is that their color scheme incorporates quite a bit of purple and red in their abilities, is what I mean. And unfortunately, a lot of enemies have very similar colored abilities. They might, I know that's probably at least partially on purpose because the Warlock is meant to be using demonic abilities against the demons, but it is somewhat distracting to the eye trying to keep track of what's your stuff and what's the enemy's stuff. Say what you will about Paladin, it's not like the enemy does any abilities that look like them. Goodbye. Just tear through them. Ooh, retry. Hello. Give me free money. Oh, go away. Grab the gold. There we go. 14 enemies left. Good. Damage. Why does he have so much health? There we go. Lemon Chiller, the Haunted Blade. Yeah, no, die. That. And we're good? Alright, we're good. Open that, and... Oh! Elemental and a Blood-Soaked Crag Nightmare Sigil. Okay. Go ahead and read that. Are any of these upgrades? Yes. Oh, massive upgrade. Okay. More willpower, more max life, life on kill. Life on kill is better. And a rare two-handed sword, which doesn't really help me. 190. That's a two-handed sword. That doesn't help me. Willpower and movement speed. Critical strike chance. I guess replace the lower end one. Hey, Ezio, welcome. Sorry for being late to the stream. No problem, Diamond. Unfortunately, yeah, we are getting close to the end of the stream, unfortunately. But thank you all for swinging by. We're playing some Diablo 4 with the new expansion, trying out the... Oh, that is way better. Trying out the new Warlock class, and me having almost no clue what I'm doing. Oh, no, not Town Portal. We just want to leave the dungeon, because we need to go talk to that guy. But other than that, doing great. Just a little lost in how the Warlock is supposed to work, and also just dealing with the teething issues that still kind of plague Diablo 4's Act 1, unfortunately. Be gone. But, you know, having a good time. Just got to get back in the swing of things. Yes, that guy. That's who we're talking to. It's how it is. Yeah. Hey, yeah, you summon up like 5 guys, and then I cast an AoE, and then they all die. Let me see if the bodies have anything on them. No. But yeah, thanks for dropping by. How are we doing this fine day? No problem, Scorpion. We're doing great. Sorry, I completely forgot to look at the YouTube chat. I need to get better at that. Got some 5 guys. I wish I had a good burger. I could use a good burger right now. I destroyed the spirit of your son, but he possessed a deep hatred for you because you left him in there.
I still feel him. I still hear his cries. I will never be free of the truth.
Oh.
I sent my sweet boy away for a sin of my own making. The blood is on my hands. All of it.
Start playing an awesome game? Ooh, which one, Diamond? Out of curiosity, have you heard the true story of Slenderman? Are you referring to its origin story on, like, 4chan? Because, like, I think I remember seeing that. This fucking guy. Yep. Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Good choice, Diamond. Hey, Murmuring Obols. Those are always good. I guess we'll just pick up that quest. We're not going to be able to finish it today. It's on YouTube. I'll have to check it out at some point. Oh, helps if I actually spend my goddamn ability points, doesn't it? Can't unlock those just yet. We've got Sentinel Beam. Area is 125% larger. Deals 25% increased damage, but is blasters. So let's just go with single target. That's fine. For now. And then saws grind up enemies around the tortured wretch, periodically dealing additional damage with a 5% chance to eviscerate enemies. Okay. And you redirect all damage to it so long as you stay in the area. You can absorb it 30% of your max life before it is killed. When the demon dies, so that's a great thing for early game, but horrible for later game, because you're never going to have enough life to make that worthwhile. You're never going to have enough life to make that worthwhile. Let's go ahead and grab the death saws. I think it's only about 5 minutes long. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're just about done here. I'm definitely... So, since everybody's in right now, just so you know, we're going to be alternating between Diablo 4 and Mech Warrior for... To update, close the game, and download the... I will later, Blizzard. My stream is almost over. Stop talking. Hello, good sir.
Listen carefully. I haven't much time. One of our men, Lord Evitus, was felled in the ancient city beneath the mountain. We carried his body to the ossuary, but he rose, thirsting for blood. Only I escaped. Please, you must slay him.
I do find it a bit weird that vampires have not been mentioned once in Sanctuary's history. And then, like, half the big enemies in Act 1 are all some flavor of vampire. It's a little weird. It's a little weird that they've never been mentioned before. And then, like, they're one of the tougher enemies in Act 1 because they have teleportation, they get health back upon hitting you. It is strange. Wouldn't it be awesome to have a Berserk game like Diablo? An action RPG Berserk game might actually work. They tried a Dynasty Warriors kind of style game where you like beat up hordes of enemies, but I think that was on the PS1 and it did not play very well at all. Honestly, that's not a bad idea, Diamond. That would probably be one way to do it that would actually make sense for Berserk. Failing that, just let FromSoft make a Berserk game. For God's sakes, Miyazaki's obviously been chomping at the bit to want to make one for years. I guess we may as well gather up these souls while we're here. That'll help finish another side quest. Yes, hello everybody. Wait, they made these stupid horror things invisible like the Phantoms too? Come on. Invisible enemies are annoying and they don't do anything in an action RPG except just make it harder to kill them. And not in a fun way, just in a, oh, you missed because they teleported around. Bullshit. Go away. No, I said go away. And then none of these dropped any of these fucking spirit animals. Great. On the PS2, actually. Okay, so I got that wrong. Technically, Dragonfly, you could be considered a vampire because you do eat bugs that are smaller than you, and they have blood in them. Yes, but I'm a civilized insect. I don't eat it raw.
It is done.
Like, don't get me wrong. I've learned how to cook a proper medium rare, and when you do it right, it tastes damn good, but I'm not one of these, what is it called, like blue or whatever, where it's still bloody as hell. Immortal had Blood Knight, aka sorta kinda Belmont. Yeah, but we don't talk about Diablo Immortal because Blizzard shot themselves in the foot with that and they deserve it. I do appreciate their ability to include transmogs and Sigmatic, except for helmet. Yeah. I mean, it's nice. It's all in engine, so it's not that surprising that they're able to do it. But yeah, they could have fucked up and just not done it, which wouldn't be surprising for Blizzard, honestly. Now, stop it. Best Diablo that is absolute cinema, Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. I do think Reaper of Souls is better than the default Diablo 3 especially. Partially because they finally got around to being like, hey, maybe we should reintroduce some of that grim darkness. How would you like to fight the literal Grim Reaper? Lethal Shrine. Get fucked. Get fucked. Yeah, the basic attack just doesn't do enough damage. Like, it says it's dealing damage, but it's really not. I don't think that, yeah, I'm really starting to doubt the ability of the Molten Bomb to really do that much damage. Might go back to the Doom. Because it has the Vampire Hunter, which is basically Van Helsing. Oh, you mean the Demon Slayer with the automatic crossbows. Yeah, which is a little ridiculous, but also kind of fucking awesome.
This is it.
Hello, Mr. Door. Trying to work on that, buddy. There you go. Oh, cool. They actually do have giant saw blades next to them. That's actually cool. That's stupid, but I love it. Like Diablo 3 Reaper of Soul because it's a Vampire Hunter, which is basically Van Helsing. It's in 4, but you have to play as an archer. Yeah, the Rogue gets a couple of skills similar to the Demon Hunter, if I recall correctly. Yeah, let's switch back to Hex. Let's switch back to, or Doom, whatever the fuck it's called. Increased damage for each second they've been hexed. Casting Doom echoes to nearby hexed enemies. Vulnerable, weakened, or slowed assimilates the effect. Let's go with that. And then for right now, how does this one work? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Put it there. No, not till you go away. Ah, okay. So now it casts it on the ground. Okay, and that does what? Leaving behind a mark that tethers your primary target and hexes enemies within for 6 seconds. So, okay, so that allows you to get that. Okay. Whenever you kill a hexed enemy, Doom spreads to another enemy. I actually prefer that. And also because I still think this version looks and sounds better. Oh, I still have more slots. Let's up the major damage. I think you do better on controller, in my opinion. Not trying to make you do it or anything, but I'm just saying that's the way I play Diablo. I am using WASD rather than point and click. And that has made for a much better experience when I've been playing Diablo 4, I will admit. I'm just not much of a controller person if I can avoid it. Yeah, that's slightly better on the damage, I suppose. Don't I have to turn this quest in somewhere? Or not? Secret of the Spring. That's a... I guess we could... Hold on. How long do we have? 15 minutes? We can go do this one. Go fast. Get these side quests done so we can try to get a little more experience. So hopefully the rest of Act 1 will go by a little bit quicker when we play this again on Friday. Also need to drop off all this shit. Hey, that's our first legendary. It's a two-handed sword that is completely worthless. Hex increases your critical strike chance against an enemy by 30% per stack. Okay. That's pretty much guaranteed critical damage after hitting the enemy like 2 or 3 times. Okay, that's good to know. Go ahead and put that one there. That's not an upgrade. That's not an upgrade. That is an upgrade. So I found a broken build in Elden Ring that I've been using. I do believe it's the most broken that I found. That's saying something, Ezio, because there's a lot of broken shit in Elden Ring. Okay, well, I don't need any of the rest of these, I don't think. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, we are still at that point in the game where as long as it has a higher item level, it's usually better. There's just no getting around that at this point, at this stage in the game. All right, disassemble the rest. Oh, now you. There we go. Okay. That's true. I am also, I'm too used to having legendary items, so I'm used to all the weird interactions you can get from those. I do need to start finding legendary items, breaking them down, and seeing what the various effects are for the Warlock. Because right now, we haven't seen any. We've seen one, which is Hex gives you much higher critical hit chance, which, good. That's nice. But it doesn't surprise me that, you know... Yeah, this attack is just the most satisfying. I'm not even gonna lie. That attack is just the most satisfying out of the bunch so far. Get fucked. Fucked. Oh, right, it spread. Oh, okay, the spread is actually helping a lot. Oh, I like that. Okay, I like that. I like that. Damn. Slice and dice. It's the Arcane Double Stars with the Cult Affinity, 74 Arcade, doing our 12,000 damage with the critical hit along with bleed. And that's the one that can also give you the self-heals or whatever, right? So you're also healing while you're doing that. No, yeah. I mean, I've heard similar builds using the Great Stars. They are one of those weapons that just got memed on a lot. And then people figured out exactly how to use them. All right, summon everything up. Let's go ahead and deal with this. Blasted, get blasted. There we go. Who's left? Yeah, that taunting demon is good. Just draws everybody in. Oh, favor token cap reached. I need to spend those, don't I? I keep forgetting about that. Goodbye. What else? Where's the last guy? There he is. Ah! Go away. There we go. Taunt them in. Damage to them. Yeah, those guys. Those giant vampire bastards. I don't know where they came from in the lore because they've never been given any explanation. Mentioned they do passively build up to around 55% of the bleed meter. Yeah. I mean, they do a lot. They're a two-handed bleed weapon, which is rare enough as it is. You should add a game called Ascent. I do not know anything about that one, Diamond. I'll have to look it up. Unfortunately, my docket is kind of full for the next few months. We've got Diablo 2 or Diablo 4 and Mech Warrior. And then I've got the Metro trilogy I want to play through so that we can get ready for 2039 when it releases later this year. And then I want to get back to doing RPGs, and I need to do Underrail because I've really been looking forward to doing Underrail. I've lit your brazier. And Endless Legend 2 when it comes out. That is right, Penguin. I did promise that.
I can smell it from here. I wish I could have seen the flames dance. The light shines through you, Wanderer.
he says while looking at the guy who is obviously a demonic cultist. That is never gonna get old in this playthrough, is it? And now you're one up with this one? Yep. Yeah, I guess it is still an upgrade. It is still an upgrade. So we should probably... We're probably going to want to make our way over here next. I don't think we have time to go grab that. We sure as shit don't have time for Nerel's quest over here, because that takes fucking forever. Yeah, I'll probably have to do some dungeons off stream to get some levels and equipment. And then I'll mainly focus on trying to get side quests cleared out as well. Before we go, since I maxed out on favor tokens, let's go ahead and just get these shits unlocked, shall we? As long as I don't have to pay for it. Playing with favor tokens. Thank you. Playing with favor tokens. Thank you. Playing with favor tokens. I mean, I'll give them this. Like, even if the stuff that they give away for the favor tokens isn't that great, at least it's there. Would you ever watch that on stream, the True Story of Slytherman? I mean, if I ever did a full-on, like, React stream, maybe. I'm just not that big of a person who's into that. It's something to consider, I guess. I'd rather be doing gameplay. That's just me. There we go. And then we get that for free. No, just go back. There we go. Successfully purchased. And then we can get some things for free. Let's grab that. Grab that. And we already grabbed that. Right. And then the rest I have to pay money for, so fuck that. I do have enough to get the arm. Ooh, I could unlock the arm. No, the armor's not very good is the problem. And I have to claim all the rewards in order to get the fancy-ass armor set. Blah. You don't have to pay money for them, you just have to level it more. No, you have to pay money for them. If you don't have silver, you have to pay money for them. Like, you have to. That's... you can get silver from the first one. Each season gives you 200, but there's only been like 13 seasons, which means even if you saved up across all the seasons that have been in the game so far, you would only just have enough to get the deluxe battle pass once. Weapons and armor are a must. I know. I don't know. The weapons, I don't know. I'm not seeing anything that, like, I feel like I need. I don't know. I'm not very sold on that one. But at least now I don't have to worry about them telling me that I'm full up on my favor tokens anymore. Let's take a look at what they want us to do for the season. Oh, you have to do everything in Skovos, don't you? You have to do everything in Skovos, right? Complete Whispers, equip a full set of magical items. How have I not gotten this? Oh, right, I'm still missing an amulet. Right. And then, of course, you get additional skill points. What are the season's blessings this time? Boost the chance of rare materials salvage. Boost the chance of receiving a second item when purchasing from Purveyor Curiosities. That's nice. Boost the chance to drop additional Obdicite. That's good. Grants a chance to earn extra upgrades when improving glyphs. That's good. Boost the chance for an ancestral cachet to appear when turning in Whispers. Also very good. All right, and wow, they're doing 9 tiers this time? They usually cap out at 8. What is the 9th one? Reach activity level 5 on any of the war plan activities. Volatile Primordial, Laurel of Hatred, 6,400 Obdicite. Damn. Damn. Okay, okay, there's lots of shit here. There's lots of shit here. This season will be interesting. We'll see how things go. I think I'm gonna call it here then. We've only got like 5 minutes left, and I can't really do anything in that time period, unfortunately. So plan on Mech Warrior tomorrow, and then we'll be back to Diablo on Friday. Again, I'm gonna have to do some grinding off screen, so I'm not gonna touch any of the story content because I do want to see how the Warlock reacts to that differently. We've already seen some good voice acting out of the Warlock's voice actor, so I do think that there is something to be seen here. I can't wait till we get to the first expansion because I hope the Warlock calls out Neyrelle a little bit, because it's just like the Warlock especially should know better given what Neyrelle does in the expansion. And then we'll eventually get to the second expansion, have to figure out what all this is down here. Again, I'm pretty sure. So wait, does this imply that they're going to do one more expansion and we get to go back to Kondoras, the other continent? Because that'd be kind of interesting. That would be kind of interesting when you grind to it carefully. It's just grinding in Diablo. I'm sure I'll be fine. But regardless, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for joining me. I think let's go find somebody to raid real fast and I will call it a day. We'll just end this a minute or two early. And thank you for swinging by. I know Diablo 4 is not my usual stuff, but with the new expansion out, I wanted to give it a shot and see how things are going. Who is up right now? Who's up right now? Who's up right now? Lots of, yeah, of course. There's literally hundreds of thousands of people streaming fucking Diablo 4. I should not be surprised. I should not be surprised. Anybody that I actually know. Anybody? Anybody? Is it just going to give me list after list after list of people who I have no idea who they are?
Send the Chuckle Fuck Brigade! Chuckle Fuck Brigade!
Well, thank you, Lord Bramber, for sending us off with something a little upbeat.
Chuckle Fuck Brigade! Somehow still victorious! You lose the map, you burn the camp, you nap in the shade. But Roma still survives the day thanks to the Chuckle Fuck Brigade.
Thank you for that. Hey, Resident Zombie is streaming right now. He raided into us yesterday at the suggestion of Jin, so we're going to return the favor and go ahead and raid into Resident Zombie. Looks like he is playing Dead by Daylight, which I have heard horror stories of this game as far as its community goes, but if, you know, people are happy about it, then they're happy about it. What was that? That was truly unfortunate timing. Playing Diablo 4 and the Chuckle Fuck Brigade came in a very cinematic moment. I mean, that's kind of what it's there for, but regardless, as I said, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you all have a glorious and lovely rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow for Mech Warrior. I feel like I've said it 1,000 times, but we're going to be alternating back and forth between Diablo and Mech Warrior for probably at least the next 2 weeks or so. So regardless, I hope you all have a glorious rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one, guys, and thank you for stopping by. Bye-bye.